Hey, everybody. Welcome to the AAA meeting, episode 382. Probably wrong. Best guess. You know, whatever. And joining me on the couch over there is not Sam, so boom, no Picard for you. And not Nightmare Drunkle. That hasn't happened yet. What the fuck? What are you doing, Drunkle?
What am I doing?
Yeah,
what have you been doing?
What are you doing? It's not my
You've
fault.
had 9 minutes.
I assumed everything was okay. I was wrong. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Joining over there on the couch right now is just Drunkle. Angry old man. You look like one. How are you doing?
He is.
I'm angry and I'm old.
There's Sinatra.
I've been here. I've been here for like 10 minutes.
Bullshit. You lying ass.
No, probably like 5 minutes.
Right. 4 at most.
4?
I had to wait for an Amazon order. I can leave it outside.
That's fine.
I was here
so first
on
of all,
time and
fuck
before
you, New York
everyone
Times,
else.
for suggesting there was anything sinister or homophobic about what we said. So you can pound Sam.
You can pound sand, New York Times, you fucks. Last Royal Raven, thank you for the 325. What's your take on the whole Logan Paul getting married to a Hollywood hoe?
Which one?
Yeah, that doesn't narrow it down. But I don't know, is Logan Paul getting married?
Do you give a shit?
Well, I mean, that's obviously the first
particularly.
question is like, is Logan Paul getting married? Well, since I don't know, should be pretty clear. I don't give a fuck.
Will there be any dead Japanese men at his wedding?
Yeah, is are you kidding me? At every table is a centerpiece. What?
It's just a little bonsai tree.
Of a crumpled up, tiny,
no!
desiccated man. Yeah.
Oh my god. That would work so well.
It's horrible, but funny. In any case, yeah, no, I didn't even. Is there something mockable about it? Is he marrying a Kardashian? Is there something that's so predictable that it's like, there's something to mock? I don't even know. Who cares is my response. Polly, haha, agreed. Yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to tell me who the fuck he's getting married to. Is it a dude? Is he getting married to a dude? No? Okay, well, I don't know. Hey, Sinatra, how you doing? How's things?
I am doing well. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. Not really. I'd complain, but, who'd listen? You know how it is.
Hey yo, invest in stonks, gamers.
Alright, just
wait for my fucking tag.
E to the dubs.
It's me.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm that savage. Why do you keep screaming, bro? Baby, it's a habit.
It is a habit. I'd stop it, but, Estonia, thank you for the $25. Meatballs. Yeah. Love you, no homo. I love you too, but
He's
6%.
not gay.
6%. That's it. You can, no ball touching in that way. Meatballs.
Estonia is not gay.
Boom, boom. Most delicious looking meatball sub I could find. Available on the entirety of the internet. There you go, Festonia. Dr. Meatball has been upgraded. Lord Clotted Cream next to him will remain 4K Drunkle until such a time as Nightmare Drunkle makes his appearance. You know how it is.
I know, yeah.
That's just the way it is. So did you have something interesting coming in from Amazon?
Just batteries.
Ow.
I need for some lights in here.
That's not interesting.
No.
No, but I needed them tonight, and I couldn't let them sit out in the rain.
Oh. We got a story about a delivery man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that more interesting than his batteries?
Okay, it's not interesting at all, but more interesting than his batteries? Yeah.
I mean, they're cool batteries.
Which kind?
Yeah.
They are NP550s.
Oh, shit. What is that?
Yeah.
Is that one of them button batteries or what?
The NX501 was my favorite, but
They're specialty batteries for my studio lights.
Oh, fuck. So I've ordered batteries off Amazon, CR123s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. Go on.
Well, there's nowhere to get them locally at a reasonable price, so I ordered Surefire brand CR123s off of Amazon. Sin, you know what I'm talking about. Surefire, am I right?
Yes.
They were for my flashlight. I bought.
And if you just tuned in, welcome to the Battery Podcast. We bring you the power.
No,
Between
what
the
are you talking about?
notes.
Charged up. You got to.
Yes,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I-
Yeah.
Well, the truth is, I bought
Yeah, I like
batteries locally.
between
I
the
have 2
notes.
packs
That's
that are
good.
for flashes, like camera flashes. And yeah, that flashlight drained them fucking immediately. Those things sucked. And they were Energizer brand. God damn it. So I went and bought fucking batteries that would actually work for that guy. 1,000 lumen flashlight. You know what that thing's like? When your face give you a suntan.
Why would you want that?
Because it's to.
Just go outside.
What do you mean?
Why do you just want a suntan on your face?
Well, I mean, your face in your hands, unless you're walking around shirtless, that'll do you.
But we have the sun.
Yeah, but you have to go
That is
sit
true.
in it. I can do this, like, in a basement, man, in a cellar, sub-basement. It still works.
I'm just saying, you could go outside. Be cheaper.
Well, I just... Whatever.
It might be cheaper depending if you have sun.
Yeah.
Good shout, Sen. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll roll with that punch.
Boom. Boom. It's Drunkle. How was your end of the week? I remember Monday's show. You didn't really talk much about it. You just said your face is healing, and that's what. How's your face? Tell us what's your face.
I mean, no one asked. I just assumed no one cared.
No, you did talk about your face.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, my face is my business. Yeah. It's-
Yeah, right. Yeah, don't hurt my face.
I mean,
I won't be able to
I-
work anymore.
no, behind the microphone. No.
Behind red
eyes
eyes.
behind the red. The eyes is there's still a fair bit of blood in there, but it's gradually going and is being replaced with a nice healthy jaundiced yellow.
Nice.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had an inspection for my flat today. You know, that like letting agency, they come over every 6 months and they just make sure you're not been spreading shit up the walls.
Yeah, make sure the mushrooms have been left unmolested. I understand.
Yes, yeah. The bitch
Protected
didn't even fucking
species.
show up.
Yeah.
So I'm having to fucking get up at at an early hour
Mhm.
and wait around for
Well,
2
what
hours.
what
because
is an early hour?
I want to talk about it.
So it was a reasonable hour. You just didn't want to get up.
Because you always look. Why do you always do this? It's like, oh, it's really hot over here at the moment. Oh, what's the temperature? That's not hot. You
Well, what is an early
you
hour?
do me. It is an hour that one is not used to rising.
Okay, in this particular circumstance, what is the early hour in question?
Heinous. That's what it was. So I had to get up.
I'm gonna guess it was like 11 o'clock in the morning.
No, it was earlier than that. But they said
Okay,
we're going to be there, and there was a
10:30.
window. No, it was earlier than that. There was a window of
wasn't.
2 hours. They said we're going to be there between this time and this time, and I waited around for an hour, and the bitch didn't even show up.
My God. The
I
audacity,
wonder
the
if they just say
brazenness.
that.
Well, the
I
thing,
wonder if they just say it so you hurry up and clean your shit,
well,
and then they just go.
I see what you're saying, but I clean my shit anyway. They know that. They've been around before. I've been here fucking years now. It's never untidy, and if don't get me wrong, it's lived in. There'll be some, so a couple of dirty dishes, maybe a coffee cup or something like that.
They don't give
It's
a
not
damn about
show
fucking
home-worthy.
whether their fucking people have to deal with a dirty apartment. They don't give a fuck about your time. They're doing it so they can have the maximum time range to get people there whenever the fuck they want. That's all.
But I needed
Be
a
cynical,
poo.
Sinatra. I mean,
I needed a poo, and I'm sat and I've been waiting an hour, and I'm like, well, I can't, because they're going to inspect the bathroom, and if they open the door and their eyes start watering, that's
There's
just
some
sick
kind of
move.
leak up from the sewers going on in here. We're gonna have to
Smells
get
like a
plumber out
decomposing
here
body in
sometime
here.
early 2024.
I was 2 cups of coffee in at this point as well, and as we all know, coffee is poop juice. So I'm like, come
More
on,
or
man,
less.
come on, what the fuck? So it was just fucking 2 workmen showed up, and they just fucking popped their head in through the door and just went, oh yeah, she ain't coming. I went, oh for fuck's sake. And he went, everything all right here? I went, yeah. I went, cool, right. And just shut the door.
What you getting at with the book?
An hour late,
that
mind
shit
you.
out, man.
I don't know how capable. That's better than the shut up. Honestly, it is. If Lee manages to nail Drunkle, the story that's going nowhere. Kimberly, thank you for the 450.
Oh, fuck you. How was your day? How was your weekend? You don't care.
You haven't gotten to the point of the story. Well, okay, the inspectors came by, and you just got to them peeking their head through the door.
This is the outrage of it, Polly. That's all they did. An hour late, and they just popped their head in through the door. Went everything all right? And, yeah, and then they went.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
And
that's
then-
all they
and then-
needed.
It's. They don't know I've got a rice cooker. They didn't even see.
Is that what you were doing? You were waiting to show off. You know, it's funny. I was talking to somebody about a rice cooker yesterday. I said, I got a whole bunch of people that have just recently gotten air fryers and rice cookers. And it's like they just developed fire and received it from Prometheus and discovered they can cook food. I don't.
All right, Mr. Ramen.
Yeah. Hello. What can I do for you?
I did. I mean, here's the thing, because I was like, right, I got to have some food, but I need a poo, and I had a poo, and then I had a cup of noodles. You know, the ones where you just add the hot water and it's in a cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And I've been having these ones called shin cups, which they've got something behind them. But then I picked up another one. I went, I'm just going to take a punt on this because I like spicy foods, right?
Sure.
And this has got it's got a little cartoon sumo guy breathing fire on the front.
Sweet.
Polly, I should have known.
It was actually
wasn't
spicy.
enough?
Wasn't
Dude,
commercially
it was
spicy.
fucking excellent, mate. Oh my God. I'm only getting those from now on.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
On occasion, I'll buy a bag of chips where it's like, oh, spicy barbecue. And then you buy it and you start sweating and you're like, oh God, the fabled
Yeah.
chips. It's
They were right.
Yeah. Gamer Villain, thank you for the 450. I love this since 1430 now is an early hour for me. Also, I need to figure out which surefire I'm going to reallocate from the boyfriend as a penalty for arguing about caramel and its spelling. You shouldn't have argued with it, but you were right.
Oh, was he going for caramel instead of caramel?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, Carmel's a mountain in Israel.
I think that's where it's like champagne. It has to come from the caramel region. Otherwise, it's just caramel.
Yeah, nice. And Frank Cap, thank you for the $1. Evening, Polly, Sin, Trunkle, and chat. By the way, any chance I can get unbanned from your chat, Polly? What? Did one of you fuckers ban
do?
Frank Cap?
Wait, I didn't ban him. What the-
You have that ability to name someone as a moderator, first or second class moderator, whatever it's called. I mean, you two fuckers that's it. You're the only guys that can make changes on my channel and ban and unban people permanently like that. Did you do it?
I don't ban people from other people's channels, mate. Well, unless they say, can you ban that person?
Well, all right.
I see plenty of moderators in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about there, mate. Yeah,
Yeah, but they're all second class moderators. That's
guy.
what I mean. Whatever they call it.
No, I'm pretty sure they all have the power to ban.
You think one of them fuckers just? I don't think they.
See,
See, now that you're making a point
Wrench
out of it, I
only.
don't know. I guess that's a difficulty with a wrench no state. Somebody decides to go fucking mad with power. There's it's a problem.
Well, but the thing is, if everyone's got a wrench, then no one can get banned or have their messages hidden because they've got a wrench.
Yeah, that's like communism, though. That's like, not good.
Yeah, but it's blue instead of red.
Well, hold on, Frank Cap. I'll
It's
look
the way it's
into
been
it. Not
going
sure what the
actually
hell's
in the past
happening
couple of years.
there. May I post Sinatra's GPM in your chat? Well, that depends. What the hell's a GPM?
None of those things were correct.
What?
Read it again.
May I
F
post
is an F.
Satsu's GFM in your chat?
Yeah.
Satsu, I don't know if I don't know if he's gone into detail about what happened or not, but I talked to him.
Oh,
yesterday.
GoFundMe.
He got fucked over.
I just
He
clued
got
into this.
fucked over really, really badly with some shit that had nothing to do with him.
Okay.
But he got fucked out of like $2,000.
Oof.
So he's trying to make it back up. So we showed it last night in the Tucker Tuesday chat. Luna dropped a big $500 on
Cool.
it, and he's about halfway.
Nice. Yeah, by all means. Satsu's the coolest.
You should start GoFundMe to get an air fryer, Polly.
I need to replace my monitor first.
Actually, because I think I do as well. I think I might have.
Did you
I've
break
opened
yours
up a
and
can
like
of
shatter
beer.
the screen?
No. I think I opened up a can of beer that was a little bit too close to the buttons because every now and again it freaks out. You know, you got like the monitor settings, like brightness and shit.
Uh-huh.
Like if I would have shared a screen and started doing it, you wouldn't be able to see it because it's to do with the monitor, not the software.
Mhm.
And sometimes it just pops up and starts just like fucking around on its own. And I like honestly, I don't know what language it's on now because it's changed its own settings so much.
Oh, beautiful.
It's fine right now, but last night it was going mental.
I,
I'm
uh,
gonna do a GoFundMe to get a new fucking circular saw. I already bought it.
You've got a new.
I already bought it. It's
I
still
don't need-
so annoying. I'm in the middle of fucking using it, and the goddamn thing just breaks.
When does school start? Bookwormatics. It already has. For me anyway. No one expects students to show up the first 2 weeks of class because they claim that it's all just orientation, basic
Oh, yeah,
introductory
yeah.
material. That's why I always make sure to teach something on the first day of class.
Oh, good for you. I mean, my second year of uni, I didn't attend for the first day because I remember my first day in the first year was just everyone sat around in a circle, a trust circle. Name
Really?
one interesting fact about yourself.
Oh, no.
And I was like, fuck that shit. I'm getting
this
stoned
is not.
instead.
Yeah. Tell us why you
I-
decided to come to university and what you've learned so far. This is not a safety circle. We're not
fucking-
passing around a conch shell who has the power to speak when they're holding. No. This
Oh
is-
god,
I hate
that.
talking about myself. That would drive me insane.
yeah.
I mean, the talking about yourself is fine. It's the talking stick that I don't like.
I just fuck. No one expects poly in class. Yeah, well.
Poly and class just don't go well together, do they?
I always make sure to start talking right out of the fucking syllabus. Like, this is the stuff that's handled on the first day. It's not like they didn't know. If you had cracked open the syllabus, meaning scrolled because you're getting as a PDF document, and gotten to the second fucking page where the syllabus starts, day one, it lists right there. Yeah, it is not orientation and general blah, blah, blah. And I'm not letting you go early. Class is scheduled for slightly over an hour, and motherfucker, I'm talking that whole time. And I do orientation and shit like that. Yeah, sure. But yeah, on the second day, the fun part is to say, as we covered the first day, and you see people, scrambling, fuck, that weren't there because the class was
like that. Yeah,
twice as big as it was on the first day. Yeah, you bastards. I don't remember who was there and who wasn't. What do you want me to do? Take attendance? I don't do that.
Luna with a
your
good
job's
point in
done.
chat. I started buying power tools at Pawn Shop years ago. That's not a bad call. Honestly, the only reason I bought this one is because it was on sale and it came with a free battery. And the battery goes with my already existing toolkit. And it was like $140. So I'm like, not going to get a better deal than this. Even at a pawn shop, they're asking like $100 for those old metal fucking circular saws. I'm like, you know what? Might as well do it.
Yeah.
Battery operated, it's pretty good.
It's not bad. I always go power cord though, but I know what you mean by an old metal framed one. That's one that I have, and I don't beat it around because I don't know.
No, those are the best.
Yeah.
But the cordless kit comes so in handy.
I have a battery
Sell it
operated
hand.
power drill, and that's fine. But I don't know. I don't like them because I'd rather just run a fucking extension cord. Isn't it easier to go out there with a fucking battery pack? And the thing is perpetually, 10% left of a charge when I go to use it because forgetful. Yeah.
Oh, I always keep my shit charged.
Do you?
If I do anything, as soon as I'm done using it, it just goes right on the charger, and I
That's
put
the
it away
way.
later.
But
That's
the
the
wall
way.
never runs out of a charge.
Hmm?
The wall always has it. If you don't know, never mind.
Are you suggesting that walls are batteries?
It was a joke.
Was it?
Yeah, but
Yes, I thought there
got
was a
some
giant
stuff.
battery pack within the wall somewhere. Yes.
I mean, let's talk about this like that. I mean, the apartments of the future can totally have that. Power cut, no problem.
As soon as they develop battery tech that can do that, yeah. But right now,
Yeah,
But my thing is I'm not always working in my garage.
mm,
Well, I don't even have a garage anymore, but that's the point. Is I'm not
You
always
never are.
right by an outlet.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I get the convenience factor in a big way. I don't know. It's like the same way I don't know why never have battery operated clippers, like beer clippers. Because my shit needs
Bear
this
clippers.
beard.
Oh, beard.
I got to keep my shit trim, man. I ain't doing no scruffy
Oh,
neck
no,
beard
yeah,
shit.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to stay with
I mean,
the
hey, 'cause
standard
I-
4 days growth. It is part of my style,
Yes, it's fashionable stubble.
Yeah.
I mean, designer stubble. I know. I
Yeah,
get you.
Luna, that too. That was part of my thought process. Is If my power ever goes out and I still like, if I need to do something, I have the Ryobi 18-volt kit.
I mean,
You
I
never
get
know
your
when you're
point,
going to need to roto zip something.
because
I
Like
hear
the
you.
other day when I had to fucking move the tree out of the fucking street so I could get around it, I just went and got my hacksaw.
And chop down a few power poles so I could get to the tree. Destructive
Battery
Sinatra's on the
powered.
scene. It's just
Exactly.
fucking squirrels. I get you, Polly, because I shave with a straight edge razor, but sometimes, like, you just can't be bothered, you know, because it takes a bit of time to do that. So
yeah.
I do have some
you're doing it, yeah.
battery powered clippers, and let's just trim the old face instead. Especially if you're in a rush, do you know what I mean? Oh, I've got to shave. I haven't really got time. Fucking lather up my chin with my badger hair brush. Fucking get my leather strop out, hone the blade and shit like that. You know, just turn it on. Done.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
I
part
get
of male
you. I
privilege
get
that
you.
women just don't get to enjoy, and it's kind of awesome. As long as you put on a suit and your hair is relatively unmussed, it's like, okay, you look good. Yeah, but you haven't shaved for 3 days. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
and I look amazing.
Yeah, isn't it great being a man? Up top. I just
Neither of you, love. Don't think I haven't noticed.
it's like, yeah, I know. Women, it's like, oh, they haven't shaved in God knows how long. Well, that's why they wear long pants. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
How long has it been since? Oh, don't touch my legs. You ever heard a girl say that? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
A lot, actually. And also, don't touch me. Get away from me. Stop offending my family.
Oh,
call
I
her
mean
voice.
something different by that. Wow.
Oh,
that got
okay.
weird
I
fast.
Thought we were bonding.
No.
All right.
So let me tell you about my fucking computer screen, because this is just... Yeah, I think I'm kidding about sleep disturbances. Okay. So, I was talking about it on a Noir Bar the other day. I, a while back, rolled off the bed, and the comforter came down with me, and I ended up wedged in between the bed and the nightstand that I had
Okay.
unwisely put just far enough from the bed that I didn't realize this, but just fit in there. So when
Oh, the mental image alone.
far in one of her Noir Bar doodles has like a little otter wedged in between a bed and a nightstand, and she put a gun on the nightstand, and it's like the look on the otter's face looking straight up as he's cocooned inside of a blanket. I gotta admit, it made me laugh, even though I was the one stuck there. I told the whole story, what it was like hitting the ground woke me up, obviously, and I'm like, what is going on? And I try moving, my arms are wedged to my side. You know what I mean? And yeah, that was
sleep paralysis, demon.
yeah. And I'm like, what is happening? And I kind of like try and look around to poor effect because the room's black, and I had to use my legs to kind of like stick my heels into the carpet and slowly pull myself out. It was an awkward, shitty scene, man. And that was good and fine. And I would have rather dealt with 3 of them than what I dealt with 1 of the other day. I wake up and this is what I see. Okay. Computer screen that is off to the side, off on a nightstand, is down on the floor, face down, screen down on the fucking floor. Okay. The little card table that it's standing upon is over on its side. The soda that was on that table is like, the ground is wet. The carpeted ground is wet. All kinds of shit that was on that table is knocked the fuck over. Good fucking thing I actually do keep the gun on my nightstand, actually in my nightstand. You know, everything was just knocked the fuck over, okay? Terrible. Fucking rose around the ground. Flashlight on the fucking ground. Everything was on that fucking table. What happened? I still don't know. There's my left leg right above my right leg right above my Achilles tendon is cut up and sore, and there's a bruise on it.
Oh shit.
So what happened? I don't know. You'd think that shit would have woke me up. Anyway, when I pick up the fucking screen and put it on and I'm like, when I turn this on, when I push the power button that's on the underside, I got a bad feeling about this, and turn it on, and yeah, sure enough, webbed. Like, you know, it had landed on something sharp, which had poked and cracked the screen.
Your monitor's on your nightstand?
One of them is, yeah. An old monitor that I fucking use. So now I am using one of my quality monitors. Well, okay. I've had to switch around I'm sans a fucking monitor is what it comes down to now. And I can't use that monitor so now I'm just watching shit off of a laptop to fall asleep too. Like just a laptop, period. Which sucks. That's no good. So I got to fucking replace that monitor, even with like a cheap one. I mean, I've looked at even cheap monitors, and it's like, shit. Fuck. Aren't these things supposed to have gone down in price because little Chinese children are making them? And no. Korean children, too. I don't want to be, overly specific and racist. $100? That's what I was hoping for. Everyone always
For
seems
what,
to
a
have these.
monitor? You can get a good one for like 70,
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
50, 60 in some cases too.
People
I
always-
think the one that I sent you online was like 55
when you sent me on what? Which one you sent me?
from Micro Center.
I mean, just hit up a fucking pawn shop.
Oh, dude, yeah, you get them from pawn shops for like $30.
Yeah, easy.
Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, you can get them really good there.
Pawn shop's
And if you
not
get
a
it from
bad idea. See
Craigslist,
what
there's
else
a
they've got.
chance that it might have some cocaine in it as well. That place is wild.
Go to Craigslist, right? Let's just find a monitor and an escort on the same page.
Same phone number. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
That's a delivery sorted. She was coming over anyway.
To deliver the monitor? It just happens to work as an escort?
That's because she's an escort. I don't think you get escorts on Craigslist. You get prostitutes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit of.
I really didn't know one way or
There is a
another. I
difference.
thought they had yeeted all the fucking escort ads off of Craigslist like a year ago.
Well, if you're looking for like a car, like a Ford
Well,
escort,
they weren't escorts. They were encounters or something like that.
Okay.
crackheads.
You had to skirt the thing a little bit.
Gotcha. Called
Or
himself
no,
X. whatever,
personals
why.
is what they were. Seeking love, seeking $200 an hour.
You get 4 monitors for that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Sam sent me a copy of the wedged Otter. Link. Paste. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, that's true. Valine, get a small TV and HDMI it in. That'll work.
That is good.
Yeah. Hold on here. Let me share it with chat.
That's what me and Sinatra are going to do to you when you annoy us now. We're just going to roll you up in a blanket, wedge you in between the bed and the cabinet.
And an Otter burrito.
Boom. There we go.
Oh.
So far does these things. She goes Noir Bar Doodles that she puts up on her art channel and fills an entire page with stuff like this. You can see an otter in the bottom left, and Sam's there, so he's doing other things. But yeah, when you look at the Noir Bar Doodles, you end up like, oh, right, that's when we were talking about this. That's when we were talking about that. And far like a lot of women can really multitask. Because you wouldn't think that she's drawn this whole time, but she is. And there's the little poor otter cocooned and wedged in. And that's where the eyes I had. It was a good 30, 45 seconds of
yeah.
like, what happened?
The expression is what's doing it for me here.
Yeah, I'm laughing, but at the time it wasn't funny. Or even less funny was trying to figure out what happened to my fucking monitor. My guess is that at some point I swung my leg out, kicked the monitor right off of there. That's what resulted in the fucking injury and everything hit the. I'm amazed at how the fuck did that not wake me up?
I don't know.
Yeah, it really sucks. I broke that monitor, man. It really. I mean, Sin, you stepped on a mic, right?
Yeah.
Shelly stepped.
Yeah.
No, Shelly knocked it over and Sin stepped on it. That's what it was.
I was carrying shit and I stepped right on the cage, but I was wearing shoes.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It just means like when you personally are responsible for breaking something, though you didn't break it by throwing it across the room. I mean, you didn't Wings of Redemption your controller or anything, but nonetheless, you're responsible. And it's like, fuck. Now I got to replace that thing.
Yeah, I still haven't replaced that mic yet. I just have it. She's just sitting on a shitty AT 2020.
You mean Shelly hasn't replaced that mic yet, as it was her fault?
Right.
She owes you, man.
It turned into a bingo card on my show because hers used to be on a boom arm like this. So now, like, at least once a show, she like turns and just smacks it. Like, you have to be used to this by now. This is sitting in front of you on a stand.
But no.
So I just read everyone's reactions. It's like, that's adorable. It's yeah, I know. Far does manage to make my predicaments adorable, and it's kind of annoying. Like, 'cause I admit it is adorable, but it's like that was a horrible situation, you know. It was not fun.
You're doing slumber yoga.
Yeah. Yeah. The boom. Flashlight you want to get, Vleen? There you go. You can get yourself fucking a Surefire. Get yourself one of those. The ED2 Defender Ultra. That's one I have. And there's the Surefire flashlight batteries that I grabbed right there because nothing less will do. This is the kind you want. You got to get yourself one of these sins. You notice the scallops on the front there and on the back? And that anodized aluminum body of the whole thing? It's totally not so you can jam it into somebody's face like as a weapon at all.
And how much are these?
I don't know.
On Amazon.
I bought mine on
$230. That's
Jesus.
Woo!
Son of a bitch. That's not even close to what I paid for it.
that is most certainly not happening.
Logan Paul is marrying Danish model Nina Agdal.
I am
Okay.
far too poor for that.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
she is
so
a
am
model.
I. That's crazy.
You are.
Like I said, I didn't pay anything close to that, or I wouldn't have one. I mean,
So, are we on about Logan Paul's fiance? Because you could just get an escort off of Craigslist.
yeah, he's some kind of fucking, or she's, well, I don't know, it might be he. Is some kind of model,
A Danish model.
a Danish model.
Yeah, it tells me she models exclusively with donuts, I guess.
And
I
she's,
watched a
Or baked goods.
TikTok today where a guy used a flashlight like this in a defensive situation successfully, and it was pretty interesting. So I do want something like this that is not connected to my Glock, but yeah, I can't afford that.
It does happen a lot in the movie Night at the Museum. What's really doing it for me here, though, is that little belt clip.
Or a pocket clip.
Oh, pocket clip, yeah. But that is so, you can pull it out in a flashlight requiring situation. It's ready access.
Yeah. And shaped
And I
like
like
that
it.
so
I mean,
you
it's-
can clip it to your belt in either way, down or up.
It's-
Your choice.
I've never seen a torch called a Defender Ultra before. Like, they're not even pretending this isn't to hit people in the face with.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I just carry this flashlight when I go walking at night. Now, if I end up jamming somebody in the face with it,
Yeah.
you know what they actually advertise it for? It's kind of hilarious. It's so you could stand it upright, and I just did with my flashlight. Stood it upright on the desk that it's on. You see the little scalps, so the light can peek out there, so it can reduce lighting. That's what they. So you're not.
But it's a serrated flashlight.
Yeah,
So you
it's
can't-
and bro, it's so sharp too. It kills me.
And look, there's holes in the back, so you could like thread some fucking like string through it and
Yeah.
swing it around over
But
your head.
If you notice, the rear part of it is scalloped, just not in the same way. So you grip it in the center, and it's got like the whole thing's weatherproof and waterproof, right? So it's completely sealed, and when you can click the end, and it has 5 lumens, so you don't blow your eyes out, or the full 1,000 lumens with a strobe. So if you point at someone's face, it flash, flash, flash of 1,000 fucking lumens, they're blind, and then you can go forward and jam them in the face from both ends of the flashlight.
Think what John Wick would do with one of these.
Oh my god, it'd be just
Oh, this is
vicious.
going on my wish list.
The E2D Defender, man, and it could be found for cheaper. I mean, my god, I bought it at a gun store for like $110.
Yeah, I don't think any of our gun stores are going to have that around here for
And
that
not
price.
recently either. It was.
They'll probably have it for like $350.
Oh my god, really? Like spiked prices around there?
It just tends to be that Amazon is the cheapest place to get stuff. At least something like this. Like here, let me try Cabela's.
Yeah. Polly's bed crack. Thank you for the $3. I will eat monitors, soda, bedding, and even the Otter. I consume all.
You're in danger, man.
That could be what's happening. For all I know, there's some sort of interdimensional, schism that's occurring between my nightstand and the bed, and it's sucking things in.
Yeah.
Reality kind of
Yeah.
deformed, and the monitor it did actually fall towards that general area.
It's the event horizon of the boudoir.
It's like the other day when I fell into my bookshelf and cracked my face on it. That was like 3 weeks ago, though. But yeah, I mean, for all I know, I thought I was walking straight, but it wasn't. And that's why my fan's all busted up now. Because I fell over the fan and then, unceremoniously right down into the bookshelf.
Yeah.
Well, my neurologist is looking at me. He goes, "Yeah, I can see the bruise around here." And I was like, "Uh-huh, uh-huh. You gonna give me something to help with the dizziness, or are you just gonna like comment on the after effects, you bastard?" I'm not
So
bitter
far,
though.
it looks like the only flashlights they have at the local gun shop are rail lights.
Hmm. Notice how all those are scalloped just in case you need to like poke a dude while you've got a pistol. It's like, hey, I'm talking to you.
Oh my god, £288 on English Amazon.
For this particular guy. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think that's just the price.
Jesus.
I would never use it as a weapon, not even once. Why not?
Because it's so fucking expensive.
Oh, again, I don't know why.
break it.
I don't know why the prices spike so much. Because I'm telling you, I would not own one if they were going for well over $200. You fucking crazy? No.
Oh my god.
Well, it is on the list of something I would like to buy, but God bless.
We're only walking 94% straight. Exactly. Exactly. It didn't feel like my feet were carrying me off in a weird direction. You get to go to the bathroom. Everything's fine. You come back from the bathroom and you think you're walking straight and not even close. And boom! Fuck, that sucked. Have you ever fucking tripped, like smashed your face when you're half asleep and you're just like, I'm just going to bed, and you wake up in pain
Oh, yeah.
and you have to like remember what happened?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty much what happens. Like, oh, I'm gonna go look in the mirror now and see, if my face is cut open. And like, oh, good, it's not. There's just a giant bruise forming and a line where I hit the shelf. Should sell it, make a profit. Yeah, no kidding. Let me just throw this motherfucker up on. I sell the packaging. Throw this guy up on eBay. But largely unused, containing no bits of face. It's fine.
What if you want bits of face?
Because you're collecting known to be effective in a fight things.
Why, it could be into cloning.
Hmm. Did you put sap gloves on your wish list yet, Sin?
I have bought those.
Did you? Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, I bought those a while ago.
Nice. Yeah, they're not that expensive.
I got them on Amazon. They were like, I think $25 for a real solid pair of them.
And you put them on and felt I could really crack cheekbones with these fuckers in Minecraft.
Yeah, I mean, they're really good for protecting.
Mm-hmm. They do have dual use, intentionally. Good thing.
But this is, actually, hold on. I threw it in my Amazon cart. That is either at the top of my list or near it of stuff I want to get.
Just don't forget it's there.
Or it's in the safe or whatever the fucking not right now thing is called.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, that's right at the top.
Kind of curious myself.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Boom.
Oh, this has got to go up there too.
I'm just curious about something. More of a noir bar thing than anything for us to fuck around like this, but we are. I'm just curious if Surefire even.
1,500, fuck.
What is your problem?
Right there. E2D Defender.
Yeah, I was wondering if Surefire even made it anymore because the price might have spiked.
Did
if
you
they
see
don't
the
make it,
first
but-
flashlight that was there?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, they do make the E2D Defender at $249, and but you should really take this as a standard. You can buy it from Surefire proper, like Surefire.com, for $250. So the idea that you can't get it for somewhere less, they sell it at the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Everyone should be selling it for less than them, and they're not. They're ripping you off. Don't buy it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, Amazon has it for $230, which is
Not bad.
like
You can do better.
10% less.
Yeah, what I'm saying, you can do better. So anyway, you said the first one, 1,400. The Dominator. How many lumens is this fucker
Dominator.
running at?
2,400. That seems like a ripoff.
2,400 lumens. Yeah, it's certainly intended as a weapon light, though. Rechargeable, ultra high, multi-output LED flashlight. I don't want.
You might as well just call that a mace light.
Yeah. You notice the what do you want to call it?
The head.
Well, the head, yeah, but the cooling fins along the side, yeah, those are absolutely intended as a heat sink. The 1,000 lumen one that I have, you got it on for any more than 45 seconds. Yeah, it starts getting pretty fucking warm to the touch. After a couple of minutes, it's downright hot. So this fucker, I can only imagine. Yeah, it needs a heat sink on it. Maybe even a little fan. Kefki, Polly, I hear that. I hear tell that falling can be painful. I could not recommend it. Kefki doesn't recommend falling. Now, this is the kind of thing that had you told me beforehand, I might have heeded your warning, but unfortunately, I only hear it now. See, people think that I don't actually have sleep disturbances, and they say, you got Drunkle making fun of me every Monday. Polly blaming something retarded you said on no sleep. You think it's a joke? I'm falling.
I don't sound like that.
I do hear you that way.
Well, with an American accent.
It's more of
It was just a poor impression. That's all I'm saying.
I've never claimed to do impressions. I'm just saying. What was that? What is this? That's weird.
It looks like a plunger.
What, the flashlight? Yeah, it does, but those are hard fins, not absorbent ones. It's fine.
Or a flashlight.
What is this? Oh, all the crap it comes with. For God's sake, chat, look at all the crap it comes with. But, you're dropping 1,400 bones. You better come with some shit. Look at that. It comes with it needs 8 of the fucking CR123 batteries that the one I have runs off of 2 of them. Good fucking God. Yeah, anyway, you got like a whole world's worth of it. See, Drunkle, they're even thinking of you. They got the weird sockets that your country exists off of.
Yeah.
Yours are in there as well.
Yeah, look, it's like
but ours are
normal,
straight.
Euro, British, Sub-Saharan Africa.
No. British is the 3-pin.
So, okay, so normal,
Just
British.
fucking trust me on that one, mate. Citation, myself.
I know. They've retard-proofed it. I get it.
No, they haven't. They've weaponized it because these plugs have got flat backs. So very often they'll be on the floor just pointing up. You ever stood on one of those? My God.
They're like a caltrop.
It's worse. It's worse than a caltrop. It's worse than a bear trap. You would rather get your leg caught in a bear trap than step on one of those with your full body weight. It is a fucker. This is where America's got it right, you see, because you got like the cord coming, so it lies on its side. No matter what you do, it will be pointing away from danger. Whereas with these fuckers, 50-50.
So that's what Australian ones are like. Cynic says they're the bottom to the, I'm assuming he means to the right. Because bottom left is normal, so bottom right is Australian. So it's just like ours, but slanted.
Normal?
Uh-huh.
You just refer to it. Oh, no, okay. Alec in the chat says, do you have electricity in the UK? Of course we have electricity in the UK.
No, they have wall batteries.
I would love a wall battery.
Wall batteries. I love it so much.
Think of the insulation as well, like between rooms. There's no reason this can't work.
Yeah. I mean, the Dominator. I love that so much. What a great name. It just
Looks like we got a bit of news there.
Which are?
Logan Paul's getting married.
Several tabs that are on top of your screen.
Oh, did you want to do news?
I mean,
It is almost 6:30, so yeah.
Oh, quit show bitching. I'll tell you something. The reason why people are like $1,400 for a flashlight, like Kefki, I don't know if you've seen like Surefire markets themselves off of the rugged reliability and they got battle proven. All these, back in 2008 on fucking deployment, this guy had an IED strike his fucking Humvee. His rifle was destroyed. He personally had suffered broken bones, a blown out eardrum, but his Surefire flashlight was still on. That's the level of fucking build quality that they go to. That you can't blow it apart with a fucking improvised explosive device. So why is it $1,400? So you can drop it off a fucking building and the stupid fucking thing keeps running. And it's you can buy one that's cheaper than that, but you can't do that to it. Now, I didn't buy it because of that. I bought it because it was inexpensive and it was a Surefire branded one. And damn right, I looked at the back to make sure it had the QR code on it and the individualized serial number to make sure it wasn't a Chinese knockoff. But Sin wants to get on to fucking news, and I don't blame him. So why don't we do that? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Boom. Okay, and before we go off the news, because I always forget about this, is hit that fucking like button. Feel free to. It's there. Lightly touch at your leisure. And you can also go on to x.com, formerly known as Twitter, and retweet the twit that I sent out that I'm sure Sinatra already has, because he's on that shit like a cheap suit. And Van Drunkle, of course, retweeting it out, because that's one of the few ways that we can actually get noticed in the algorithm. Also, you'll notice that down beneath the description of the video is my Super Streamlabs link, and Drunkle's and Sinatra's, or Lord Clotted Cream and Dr. Meatball. You can hit them up too and support all the co-hosts who make this show happen, because that's how we keep the lights on and the cops paid off, or the wall batteries charged. We're international here, right? Moving on.
Indeed.
Boom. Gas station guard shot and killed by man who allegedly stole a Little Debbie cake.
What's a Little Debbie cake?
It's a tiny little cake.
Oh, a little cake.
It's like a Twinkie, kind of.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little tiny cake in plastic that is shelf stable for longer than we'll be alive.
Ah, is it one of them hostess things?
They're actually not.
Yeah. Security guard shot and killed another man after allegedly stealing a Little Debbie snacks from a Milwaukee gas station, according to authorities. You think these people have anything to do with it? Have you noticed how less and less pictures and articles have anything to do with the article? It's actually a link to the next story. So you get some hilarious results.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. 29-year-old Isaiah Allen was shot and killed at the gas station on Roosevelt and Tetuona on August 16th, sparking protests from members of the community, of course. I'm wondering if it was because of the race of the people involved. We don't know. 56-year-old William Henry Pinkin of Milwaukee has now been charged with first-degree intentional homicide in connection to the homicide. Charge carries a maximum of life behind bars. Well, homicide, I'd like to think so. According to a criminal complaint released Sunday, police responded to the gas station around 6:15 a.m.
God damn. So this was a fat fuck.
Yeah. You shouldn't be eating Little Debbie's for breakfast. Their officers...
Cake for breakfast is not a good idea, is it?
No.
It doesn't set you up for the day. Start the day on an egg.
One egg.
Well, you can have 2 eggs. Depends on the size.
One egg is better than one Little Debbie's.
It's true, yeah. I don't think Little Debbie's are even made with eggs. If it's some of this hostess shit, then it's everything free, because it's not technically food.
I would agree, yeah. I don't think there was an egg anywhere near a Little Debbie's.
No.
I
don't think the baker's name is Debbie.
Cake-like material.
Yeah, cakeoid.
Yeah. Cakeoid.
Their officers found the victim on the ground bleeding from the head. The victim, later identified as Allen, was pronounced dead at the scene. A medical examiner ruled his death a homicide from a gunshot wound. It's a good thing we got MEs for this stuff. Now, the man was bleeding from the head. The witness is saying he was shot in the head, got a hole in his head. We got a case on the ground and a .45 caliber hole in his head.
And a Little Debbie cake covered in brains.
Yeah. Surveillance video.
It's extra flavor.
Ooh. Ugh. Surveillance video shows the inside and outside of the gas station. The video shows a man apparently working as a security guard. Apparently? Was he actually or not?
I mean, it says apparently, and not even allegedly. It says apparently.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
You weren't able to determine that?
Witnesses
TMJ4 News. Video shows the victim grabbing a whole box of Little Debbie snack cakes from a shelf just inside the door, then immediately turning and heading back out the door. The video shows the security guard rise from the chair as soon as the victim enters the store and then move towards him, visibly showing a handgun in the guard's hands. The guard rushes towards the victim.
The headline kind of suggests that it was over a single little cake.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Who stole Little Debbie cake? It actually
not cakes.
Yeah, well, it should say a Little Debbie. Who stole Little Debbie cake? They left it ambiguous.
A Debbie.
Yes.
Who is Little Debbie cake?
Let's see. The gun rushes towards the man. Gets within a little more than an arm's length behind him, holds up the gun, shoots towards the back of the victim's head. Okay, well, that's a little extreme. You assassinated him?
Yeah, I mean, look, if it was one cake or a box of cakes, that's still a massive overreaction.
That does seem like a little bit too much.
The victim
How's your
falls and
family
doesn't
life?
rise again. The guard stands over the victim for a moment, then returns to the
It
store.
tends to happen.
Is he moving? I'll shoot him again if he moves. All right, he
Yeah,
doesn't
right.
move. All right, I'm good. The guard remained
Trying
at the
to grab a
scene.
Twinkie.
They found him milling around calmly, smoking a cigarette. Jesus. You know the
Milling
videos
around.
that we've all seen countless times of a allegedly female cop pointing a gun at an alleged criminal, and then allegedly
Allegedly female.
where the alleged female cop will allegedly accidentally shoot towards the guy's head because she's holding the gun too damn tight. Sin, you must have seen these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think that's what happened here? The guy's just freaking out on some John Wick bullshit. And he's like, hey, motherfucker, you got bang. Oh, shit.
He's just having a really bad day, wasn't he? Like, wife was fucking moaning at him as he left the house. Yeah, get a better job than defending Little Debbie cakes. Should have married Steve. He's an accountant now. And
he's
walked on
accounting
out.
for little Debbie, not shooting people who
Right.
steal them.
He works for Big Debbie. He's oh, fucking shit day. And this guy comes in and he's just like, if this motherfucker tries to steal a goddamn cake.
Big Debbie
I
actually
wonder if
sounds
it
like
was
a
an
brothel
ongoing
madam.
thing.
Like, this wasn't his first offense when it comes to stealing.
Yeah, like this is the
cake
little
points.
Debbie thief.
Yeah. Yeah.
That motherfucker's been stealing from us for 2 years. And when he finally, caught sight of the man, that was it. He's just going to put him down.
No, I think it's like, one more time. If I ever catch you stealing a Debbie again, it's going to be your last.
Because he said it so many times, he don't even say Little Debbie cake anymore. He just says Debbie. Because he's warned him so many times, Polly. Get your hands off of my Debbies.
Authorities note in the complaint that on June 22nd, police were called to rob a complaint at the same very gas station. The responding officers spoke with Pickett, told me he witnessed the robbery. Okay. The owner of the gas station told police that defendant Pickett was a man from the neighborhood who worked for the store. Okay, so he did. There's Isaiah Allen.
Which one's Little Debbie?
I guess the one he's holding.
Yeah.
He was just
He's not holding her, he's stealing her.
Freedom. See, Dave, thank you for the $1.69. This is why I don't go to the bar during the show anymore. I drink, and the ratio falls under the table. Fix it, you dumb fucking drunk dipshits. He's drunk and belligerent now. Yeah, I do what he says, Chad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Go ahead and hit that like button. Get that ratio somewhere near respectable. Let's calm Steve Dave down before he turns into a manic drunk. I suppose just an angry one.
Shoot someone for stealing his baked goods.
Yeah. What we knew before the criminal complaint. Uh-huh. After an armed robbery at the gas pump in February, last November, of a man shooting a gun in the air outside, police deemed the building a nuisance property. Oh my God, that's a name they use.
I mean,
The owner, Talwinder Singh
Oh.
Gill,
it attracts a bad element.
place is a nuisance property. Data shows that since January, there have been 86 calls for service to the Clark station at Roosevelt and Teutonia. Wow. 86 fucking calls since January.
Jesus.
So if you are driving somewhere in Milwaukee and you feel a hankering for a little Debbie that you want to just dip in the coffee that you just bought, don't stop there.
Prepay.
It-
Put the money on the counter and then say, I'm just going to grab a Little Debbie with your hands aloft.
Over your ears. I'm just going to set this down.
Moving along. Oops. What?
I'm just reaching for my wallet.
Pendale welcomes LGBTQ plus inclusive affordable housing projects for seniors.
Okay.
Gay houses.
In Detroit. You don't think that they've got a general housing crisis in Detroit?
Well, that'll go over well.
Well, it's LGBT plus inclusive. I mean, maybe it's my skepticism talking here, but that sounds to me like you're not going to be able to live there if you're straight.
As soon as there's that plus sign at the end of it, yes. Yes.
Because it's the word inclusive as well, which inclusive actually more often than not means excluding.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is LGBTQ inclusive, which means straights need not apply.
Not only that, but what's going to stop somebody from just claiming to be fucking bi?
That's what I was thinking about. I'd claim to be non-binary. That's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Or asexual.
I mean, me and Sin are both trans.
Yeah,
it's true.
So I ain't even have sex. It just weirds me out. That's yeah. The A. There's two A's
Someone
in there.
clip
I'm one of
that.
the A's. Go ahead. Whatever.
It's the big A.
And I just accidentally got here. This is the article I was supposed to be looking at. The Detroit News. Since 1873. You're proud of this? Since 1873, you've been reporting on the Detroit scumhole news, and now you're talking about LGBTQ only housing? You gotta be fucking kidding me. You're proud of this? And only for seniors. You guys, only people that can get in there are people that are LGBTQ plus and old.
It's going to be a nuisance building.
Wait a minute, are you trying to tell me that
Oh, yeah.
the LGBT community is okay with ageism?
No, people are going to get mad about this.
What if you're a non-binary person that happens to be, 20? Fuck you?
Well, as we saw with the guy with the denim jacket with no bigotry, no fascism, no acism.
Oh yeah, the punk
but-
superhero,
They're
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, but you leave something off, and because you've been so specific in everything you say no to, it kind of suggests that you're right with the things you've not put on. So yeah, I think there is going to be a case of where they're going like, "Oh, so you're all right with ageism, are you?" Like, no, of course we're not. Oh yeah, well then why did you leave that out? You can get too specific and you end up shooting yourself in the foot.
I agree.
How about just housing?
They haven't
How
done
about
that
that?
here.
What housing?
No, they've gotten so specific that they're gonna leave people out. Yeah, I guess. It just, my God.
Well, yeah, that's the way it is. But how about just a roof over the head of people who need a roof over their head?
Yeah.
Well, these are
Not-
special roofs for special people.
Yeah, I mean, but we want a roof over the head, not head under a roof.
I want the latter.
Yeah. All right. We don't want roofs over gay heads. We do, but not because they're gay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I want to see is a $45 donation where Martin Prince sums up this situation for me quite well. The only day of the week when you can hit that donation.
Some of that resolve we've heard so much about, Polly.
I don't know if I go so far as to call it resolve, but it's just a $45 donation. Martin Prince saying it like it is. You got to respect the
I'd
smart
just be
kid.
interested in what the rent is going to be like for that building.
That's actually a good question. Is it wildly expensive housing because they know that they're got government funding up the ass, state and
Yeah.
federal? That it's
I mean, no pun intended there.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, what's the exchange rate for the dollar to the Dorothy dollar?
3 little Debbies per.
The pink pound.
That's what it sounds like.
Madison Heights man sues over Olive Garden after allegedly finding rat's foot in soup.
Oh no!
Rat's foot.
Oh, bro,
That's nasty.
You find anything in your soup, in your food, in your sandwich, whatever the fuck it is, okay? Keep it. Don't just say it was there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying, oh, my Rembrandt went up in flames when my girlfriend set my car on fire.
Take a photo.
At a
Get
minimum.
your receipts. Yeah. Well, no, keep the thing, but also take a photo as well, because they're going to go, "Oh, can you send us the thing so we can see it?"
Mhm.
And then you send it to them, and they'll be like, "What thing?"
Yeah. I never received anything. You're crazy. But you asked
Yeah.
for it. Where's the proof of that? Well, you asked me in person.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Yeah.
These photos, motherfucker.
Wow.
This is me with the rat's foot. This is my wife with the rat's foot.
A Madison Heights resident is suing for blah, 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 the Olive Garden for $25,000 after allegedly eating a spoonful of soup with a rat's foot in it.
Oh, he ate the rat's foot?
Well, I think he probably freaked out. According to the lawsuit filed that day, he was at a diner with friends on March 11th at an Olive Garden and Van Dyke Avenue in Warren. And he was talking to them while eating a bowl of minestrone. While chewing, how he felt a sharp object stab his cheek and he spit it out into his napkin. Oh, no.
See, I'd be worried about that as well if there was something disgusting in, for sake of argument here, in the soup, is that I would just eat it and not notice.
I feel like they're leaving money on the table by not opening up the gay place in Van Dyke.
Oh! Strong work, Sin.
Said the object appeared to be the foot of a rat with fur and claws. My stomach just
It appeared
heaved.
to be.
I threw up right in the restaurant. I was mortified.
You were mortified? There's a 3-footed rat wandering around out there.
Olive Garden responded, "We have no reason to believe there is any validity to this claim. The incident resulted in several days of nausea, vomiting, and anxiety, followed by depression and paranoia, according to the complaint."
You think he's trying to be the next finger in the chili person?
Yes. I can't believe he's only
Marcin's
asking for
coming up.
25 grand. Not that I think he
But then,
deserves
I mean,
more.
that-
That's not my point. It's just I'm surprised that somebody in this position isn't asking for more.
I mean, what's worse, though? Is it that the Olive Garden could have served a soup with a rat's foot in it, or that there's a guy out there always carrying around a rat's foot in his pocket for just such an occasion? Like, I'm going to get some fucking money out of this one.
That's a good point. The man must have came with the rat's foot himself.
Which one's worse?
The man who brought his own rat foot.
I think it is, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it definitely is. In my opinion.
I think so.
And you're not allowed to consume your own food on the premises. He knew that.
There we go. I was just saying, Valine says the article has a photo, and I just scrolled down to double check because I didn't think that it did, but she said that it did, and then she went and, being Valine, found an article with a photo. So let's take a look.
Don't turkey man yourself, dude.
Yeah. There's nothing to do with the word beaten in here, so it's fine. That's why that show got banned, chat. Well, listen,
No, it was the turkey man.
Whatever.
It was absolutely the turkey man.
100% the turkey man.
If you want to talk about that resolve, I'll make a donation out of that and prove my point. But
I don't think we're even allowed to talk about it.
really? Okay, come on, load, you fucker.
Oh, yeah, that's the rat's foot.
Oh my god, that's totally a rat's foot.
Yeah.
Okay, here, chat, take a look.
But it
Rat's
doesn't
foot.
look like it was cooked.
No, that's the disgusting thing. It's a raw rat's foot.
This dude definitely tried to just get paid.
Ugh. That's
How
pretty
would
fucking
a
gross.
rat
Why you
lose
only
its
ask for
foot in
25 grand?
poop?
If you've actually got like a photo of the fucking thing.
It's suspect as fuck, isn't it? Like, you'd
This
be
is
asking for a
very
lot more
sus.
if this was genuine. It's like he's trying to fly under the radar a little bit here.
Yeah.
And because they've said, like, no, we don't think there's anything to the claim, he's gone, yeah, well, I'll go to the fucking media with it then. And they went, all right,
Yeah.
Mr. I carry around a rat's foot.
Fox 10
you
local
carry on.
Phoenix will report on it. Those people are scum and will report on it. I mean, just, yeah, the media will have my back.
And
No,
now
this is very sus.
you're gonna get loads of other restaurants popping up as well now, going like, "Oh shit, he did that with us last year." He pulled out a fucking hamster snout from his KFC.
This guy pretended to have
Said
a
it
heart
was us.
attack, and when we dragged him out, he was screaming about his succulent Chinese meal. This is an Olive Garden. It made no sense. Bastard.
A succulent Chinese meal. Get your hands off my Johnson.
No, I see you know your judo, sir. Okay, so he's increasingly depressed, paranoid about food being served by others, etc. Right? He did not seem to take the matter seriously. He even joked about it at the time of the incident. Until this happened, this was my favorite restaurant. I still can't believe it. An Olive Garden? That's the most unbelievable thing that's happened so far, sir.
Isn't Olive Garden like it's just basically like a
A shitty hole in the wall? You're right. Yes, it is.
McDonald's you can sit in?
Yes, it's a McDonald's that doesn't have shitty burgers. It's got shitty, full quotes here, Italian food on it.
Free
Yeah.
breadsticks, though, right?
Free
Yeah,
soup, salad, and
I
breadsticks.
think.
Yes. Yeah. And the soup that
Right.
man was eating, the minestrone. Yeah, that's
Mm.
part of the bastard was there eating the bottomless free soup. I just,
Bit of a garnish.
man, here, chat. Look, see that meatball sitting on the couch there? You know how delicious it is with the melty, cheesy goodness and the delicious looking marinara and whatnot. That's more Italian than fucking Olive Garden.
But what you can't see is the squirrel tail just behind the meatballs.
That's an actual squirrel that's back there. It's not in the sub.
It's a real squirrel.
Yeah, but it ain't in the sub. It's just a squirrel squirreling around.
Well, I mean, of course, there's only squirrels that squirrel around.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, this guy was offered money. He just didn't think it was enough. Because when you look at this quote, it's, quote, "We tried to work this out and avoid litigation, but Olive Garden refuses to acknowledge the serious nature of the incident, the threat food contamination poses to public health, and the ongoing harm. We tried to work this out. It's like, give us money." They offered him something, and I don't think it was enough. We tried to work this out. So in other words, you tried to shake them down. We tried to work this out. You mean, why didn't you just say we tried to reach a settlement? That would have been believable. Work it out, what you were willing to... They refused to recognize the serious nature of this incident. So if they revamped their food inspection policies, but you didn't get any money, you'd be okay with that? No, you wouldn't. So you mean you didn't get enough money? Fucker. Rat's foot. You know, this is what's on his mind. Money for feet.
I mean, go to OnlyFans.
Laura Carlton's murder captured on store cameras travels a Gick's family, history revealed. Latest. Laura Carlton was a true LGBTQ ally. Excuse me. True LGBTQ plus ally who refused to stop flying a pride flag in the face of threats and harassment, friends say. Does it have anything to do with
So brave.
Yeah. KSI insists prime energy drink not suitable for children.
Oh shit, they're the only ones drinking it.
I was about to say, that is so paper thin. Well, do you think children should be drinking something with that high of a caffeine level? It's not suitable for children. It was never meant for them. The caffeine level is simply too high. He said, goddamn well knowing that children would go drink more of it accordingly.
I never even tried the stuff, man.
Neither have I.
I mean, I don't like energy drinks as it is, let alone stuff that's in fashion.
Okay, so there's the thing. You don't like them. I do. And drink them. And neither of us want to go anywhere near that shit.
Hmm.
And is there a chance it's good? Of course. I just, fuck that. There's so many fucking choices. Why would I buy something that's associated with these two morons? It's like, why would I rush to buy Philip DeFranco's breakfast cereal? There's plenty of other cereals out there. Boo Berry's on its way back, for God's sake. The greatest cereal of all time.
I admire the marketing behind it. In the artificial scarcity drove the price right up, and people were going,
well, where you're from, yes,
shit, crazy buying this stuff. Like that must have made them a mint. I admire the hustle, but I mean, it's just it's the equivalent of just like fucking Nike sneakers, but in beverage form. It just does not interest me.
That's a good point.
People want to be seen drinking Prime,
I don't drink, or I don't buy Nikes, or Nikes, excuse me. I just can't do that Air Jordan thing. Oh, this new Air Jordan now is super rare, $400, and motherfucker jack you just because he thinks those might be the ones he doesn't have. No, I have no interest. Artificial scarcity, no, intentional scarcity by design with Nike. Fuck that shit. What's wrong with a pair of fucking, how do you say it? Adidas?
Yeah.
Well, why being all weird about it? Is that how you say it or not?
Because I'm just waiting for the ridicule to follow.
No, that is the correct pronunciation.
All right.
Thank you, Sid.
Of the woman in chat, anyway.
Right.
Oh. Well, there was no ridicule to follow. I was just going to see you understood what I was saying. Yeah, what's wrong with a pair of Adidas Superstar 2s? That's it. Yeah, there you go. $80, you're done. Superstar 2s. Look great, feel great. Get yourself a pair of fucking Chuck Taylors and quit bitching. For God's sake.
Some fucking boots.
Get some Chucks, be an adult.
Be a man.
Be a man.
But you remember, Sid, when we were talking about Clarks?
Oh, is that a question? Yeah.
Yeah. And Drunkle's like, Clarks? You guys wear Clarks? It's like, yeah, man, they're huge.
I was
yeah.
unaware that you even had Clarks.
Yeah,
over there.
it's-
I
and
was
I'm-
very impressed.
Drunkle, no one's making fun of you now. I'm just saying, it was an interesting moment where it's like, you didn't realize that thing was huge here? Yeah, it really is. Like, fuck, overpriced.
Now we get to
even.
be indignantly mad about him not knowing that we had Clarks.
Yeah, do you guys even have
Converse?
Clarks?
You wear fucking Converse.
Okay,
What?
Travis Geekies appeared to flinch before fatally shooting Laura Carlton during a heated dispute over a pride flag. What?
It sounds like a fun day.
Yeah, authorities say
It's either him
Aikigichi.
going like, take that down, and she's going, no. Or she's going, pledge allegiance to the flag.
Yeah.
And he's going, no. Either one is pretty likely.
He almost flinched as if he was thinking twice.
I
about-
heard about this actually.
Did you? Was thinking about going twice for going for it, meaning the flag, grabbed the gun, and then aimed it and shot her. Fuck.
Is there a suspect description?
Of Aigichi here? Travis Aigichi here? Or Aiki
Yeah.
Guki? No.
I think we. Wait, is that a Japanese surname?
I have no idea what that is.
I don't think so.
I can't recognize it.
Is
Or
it like
don't, I mean.
Ikiguchi or Ikiguki?
Yeah. Revealed that his father, decorated Florida Highway Patrol's trooper and a firearms and active shooter instructor. Police, what does that got to do with anything? Why are you telling us about this? Here's stuff his father did. Was his father there? No. So?
But if he was.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Imagine if he were there. What? The police link comes after official. The link, because this is his father's, had he even seen him recently?
Oh, right. Now we know who this guy is.
Did he train him in firearms use? Like, what are you saying? Just because his father does X? I mean, yeah, okay, my dad's a fireman. It's like, well, then that poly guy should have known how to put that fire out. Clearly, he's an arsonist. Like, you know what I
The
mean?
dad is Asian, but he looks to be Hispanic.
Okay.
Hmm.
The police link comes out to the official accounts on X, formerly known as Twitter, and the far-right site Gab, where filled with bigoted anti-LGBT comments and posts were showing an intense hatred of law enforcement long before he murdered Carlton. My God. My God. Oh, they've got a key points thing led through. Look at this. Anti-LGBTQ hatred is out of control because this one person shot this other person?
Well, I think it's the housing is the problem here.
Everything I have heard about this story is that the woman was shot because of the flag.
It sounds like it from the recapitulation of events from the video.
Bit of a. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hey, stand your ground and all of that. Yeah, I understand, lady, but it's a fucking dumb thing to die over. It's a dumb
No,
thing to
the
shoot
lady
someone
was the
for.
store owner, and the guy wanted her to take the flag down, and she wouldn't do it. And then it seems like the dude just shot her because she wouldn't take the flag out of her own store.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty fucking
understand
weird.
that. I mean, look, hey, it's a stupid, it's a dumb fucking thing to shoot someone over, and it's also a dumb fucking thing to get shot over. Like, if you're there and you've got like a fucking, a Blue Lives Matter badge on, and someone points a gun at you and says, take that off, I'd rather just take the fucking badge off and live another day.
Imagine being this guy's father, where it's like, I'm sorry, what are you asking me? Your son, I haven't spoken to him in 10 years. Like, for all I know. You know, or I spoke to him last night,
yeah.
and I didn't know any of this
Oh,
was
new
going on or
family.
whatever. Yeah, I've started a new family. I don't even talk to those people anymore or whatever. I don't know. But,
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him since he started a Gab account.
I told him not to go near that alt-right wing hatred, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you know, he's listening to Andrew Tate and fucking watching Sound of Freedom and try that in a small town. We've lost him.
Students unearthed forgotten 142-year-old observatory buried on Michigan State's campus. That's kind of cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
It's kind of fucking cool. Archaeology students
Awesome.
have been working at the site since workers happened upon it in May. And cool for them that they actually stopped and went, hey, this looks old. Maybe you guys want to know about this.
Mm.
All started with a hammock. Early this summer, construction
As all
workers.
good stories do.
Earlier this summer, construction workers at Michigan State University were installing posts for hammocks near a residence hall when they hit a hard surface. Thinking it might be a former building foundation, they called in the archaeology program, which set to work determining what lay under the dirt. Using old maps, archaeologists concluded that they had found the site of the campus's first observatory, built nearly 150 fucking years ago. That's pretty cool, man.
That's neat.
Yeah. Oh, look how old school it is. That's fantastical.
Wow.
That's sad that they just built over it. You think they'd keep using that house because, look, they made things to last back then. That's why you hit something when you
They
were...
did. They tried.
You know what I mean?
Stone, man. Stone.
Yeah. I mean, if you had built an observatory now, it'd be like,
Plastic mesh. and
prefab,
shit.
drop it out of nowhere, and then when you
Yeah.
built over top of it, no one would ever know that it was there because the thing had completely flattened out, and the only thing they'd find 150 years from now would be flat plastic.
And it's only for LGBTQ plus astronomers.
That's right. There's this strange acronym that we can't decipher. Doesn't seem to spell any words or relate to anything rational.
Put the flag away. Travis is on his way.
The original campus observatory was built and used at a time when Michigan Agricultural College, what would become Michigan State, was a radically different institution that was full of hatred and racism. I'm assuming. It only had a handful of professors and a relatively small student body. The observatory was built in 1881 by Rolla Carpenter, who taught several subjects, including math, astronomy, French, and civil engineering. Because unlike now, they weren't overly specialized retards teaching social justice.
Uncivil engineering. That's what that is.
It's really sweet. The telescope in the original observatory in 1909.
I mean, it's just kind of. I feel sad for the building because it's like it's there underground for all this time, and it's just like, who observes the observatory?
The artifacts recovered include 2 partial iron square cut nails, an iron bolt screw, 6 shards of flat glass, likely from a window pane, and fragments of red brick, likely from the observatory's walls. That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Look at all these white men. I'm angry.
Man, like when are boaters coming back?
I love all these flat straw hats or whatever the fuck they were made out
That's
of.
the boater, you dick.
That's the boater? I think you said bowler.
That's
I was actually, because this guy does have a bowler
I mean,
hat over
bowler
here.
too. Yeah, when's the bowler coming
Yeah.
back? But
The 2 guys off on the right here, and the guy on the far left. They're all wearing bowlers. That's the boater,
the
you
rest wearing-
dick. Oh. He's belligerent about the hats.
fuzzy-faced little prick.
Whiskey fungus upset neighbors may keep York Distillery from expanding. The owner of a York distillery wants to expand operations, but a group of neighbors and a fungus are standing in his way.
A group of neighbors and a fungus.
Mhm.
That's a good name for a band.
In Kentucky and Tennessee, where distillers age millions of barrels of liquor, God bless them, this fungus has blackened entire towns and the subject of numerous lawsuits. The same fungus is now in York. The fungus is called Bitteronamnia campus, more commonly known as whiskey fungus. It feeds and grows off the fumes of alcohol, and a sample collected. That's what's covering my walls. Fuck. It's so clear, Sin.
Yeah.
Well, not after that fungus started
It's all
growing.
right there.
Yeah. No, I know. It's also, I understand. It's a black fungus that is sticky and hard to get off your home. I don't know, man. These guys have a point. If you got like a fucking distillery that's like way the fuck down the road and your property value is being destroyed because what they're doing in their home because it's growing black fungus on the outside of your house, do they have a point?
Wait, do they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're a homeowner. What do you think?
Maybe.
Maybe. You know, it's those kind of rapid hot take stances on things you haven't thought through that are going to ruin this show, Sin.
Can't say homeowner without homo.
That's true.
If you've ever seen a distillery, yeah, they really are covered in this black crap, and it is not to be bad. Yeah, That building wasn't black to begin with. It really
Oh,
just
no?
it does look like they've just painted it. It is disgusting. And as for sticky, I'm not sure what they're talking about there, but yeah, I've been to Scotland and lots of other people as well. I've been on distillery tours and oh my God, especially right around the doors, you can see it like this brick building that they're just showing here. Go back there. See, notice how it's like darker all around the doors when they got them open. Yeah, that's pretty much what they look like. They're not kidding.
It's pretty nasty.
Yeah. I just thought to be said for a fungus it's hardy enough to live off of alcohol fumes, vapors. Good God. Boom. So, suspect fleeing California Highway Patrol crashes into Los Angeles County's inmate bus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Trying to beat him there.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. He didn't crash into the bus. He poly-wedged in there. I can't get over that. Like, this is my guess is what happened. He was trying to sneak around. Yeah, this is him getting arrested. He tried sneaking around the side of the bus, and the bus was so close that he just ended up flipping up, and boom, that was it.
But he's all right though.
Oh yeah, he's fine. The high-speed pursuit Tuesday in Los Angeles County ended up with the suspect crashing into a sheriff's inmate bus. The chase started in the afternoon on 605 freeway near Santa Fe Springs. California Highway Patrol says the driver of a silver convertible failed to yield and led the officers on a high-speed chase. The suspect on Freeway 10 at 120 miles an hour. The car crashed into the sheriff's bus. That's not ironic. It's appropriate. It's like this, buddy, you're going to be on that bus soon. What are the odds?
You're almost in that bus.
And they didn't blow him away or anything. They probably knew the helicopters were watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, we do a lot of space news. And to
I love it.
good effect, yeah, because it's awesome and it's fun and all sorts of shit like that. And now we can include one place that we rarely get to talk about. India.
I had this saved because there's two things. The soft landing, there are videos of it, absolutely phenomenal.
Mhm.
And also, second, Sin, look at the name.
I don't get it. Oh, the Chandrian?
Chandrian, man! They killed Crip's family.
Holy shit, the Chandrian. I didn't even notice. I saw this earlier. I didn't even notice that.
Dude, because I was scrolling through the news and it came
In my
up with,
mind, it's just big Indian word. Don't
a
even
big
bother
Indian
trying
word,
to
yeah.
read it.
Because it said, oh, fucking Chandrian. And I was just like, oh, hold on, what am I looking at? Space news? I thought I'd stumbled across something about the book he recommended to me. What absolute fucking
The
kismet is
Chandrian
this?
in space.
Have you got the video of it, Polly?
Not of its, well, hold on. Watch a live simulation of the moment that it lands on the moon. That's it. You have actual video of it
simulation.
landing?
Yeah, because they had on-screen cameras. So, I mean, you basically just see the surface of the moon get
Closer and
bigger.
closer until it's just
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, quite white, actually, famously, isn't it?
I don't
But
know.
I mean, it's awesome. We're back to the moon. Humans are back on the moon. Yes!
And thank God India
We're
let us there.
humans on the moon.
My favorite, I looked at a couple articles and no, I actually didn't ever see it landing. But the reason I picked this article, we painted it pink and green, is this graphic right here. Finally, India's there.
Oh, look, Russia recent crash. Ah,
So-
the one.
The reds are places where unmanned probes have landed. The blues are where manned probes have landed. And now, thank God, India's there. Well, it's right on the cusp of
And the,
things. Cutting edge technology,
The
guys.
little explosion is where Russia landed.
Right. And they don't show the little explosion where India also crashed into the moon like 2 years ago, trying to do the same
Yeah,
exact thing.
Chandrian 1, I think it was.
Yeah, and they finally figured out how to not explode on the surface of the moon. Well done, guys. Well done.
It ain't easy, man.
No, I'm not saying it is. It just with this, India joins an elite club of countries to achieve a soft landing on the moon after the US, the former Soviet Union, and China. And how much of your tech did you develop in country? None of it? Yes, the answer is none of it. But oh well. China didn't develop any of it in country either. They all got it from the Soviet Union. Where did the Soviet Union get it from? They spied it right off of America. Where did America get it from? The British and Americans. So, yeah.
Hey!
You're in there, Drunkle. You're in there.
Made it ourselves.
Yeah, pretty much. With British assistance and in country 100%. That's about it. Celebrations have broken out across the country. India is now on the moon. I'll cease from making jokes at that point. We have reached where no
Indians
other
on
country
the
could.
moon.
It's a joyous occasion. India Space Research Organization, ISRO, Chief Sahidra Panikkar Sonarath said the successful landing is not our work alone. It's the work of a generation of ISRO scientists who, using your money, purchased our tech from abroad. India's achievement comes just days after Russia's Luna 25 spacecraft spun out of control and crashed into the moon. Yet again, killing more tiny, horrifying, microscopic creatures. The crash also put a spotlight on how difficult it is to land on the South Pole region, where the surface is, quote, very uneven and, quote, full of craters and boulders. India's second lunar mission, which also attempted to soft land there in 2019, was unsuccessful. Its lander and rover were destroyed, although its orbiters survived, floating around the moon as space junk forevermore.
Yeah,
That's
it happens.
What's up?
It happens.
Yeah.
We're Hajis on the... No, they're not Hajis.
That is stuck in my head now, Sin. How do you keep
You're welcome.
doing this to me every fucking week?
Don't be racist.
It's
I
not.
am a
How
moon
can I be
landing.
racist? I live by a corner shop.
We're tech support on the moon.
Oh no, Sin, no.
Saying yes.
Okay.
Calling
The U.S.
about your
Space
car's
Force.
warranty.
What's up?
What?
What? Okay. U.S. Space
I heard.
Force.
Thank you.
Is there something that somebody wants to say when I ask them what? Go ahead,
Yeah,
please.
he's just being racist.
Okay. U.S. Space Force creates its first unit dedicated to targeting adversary satellites. I do like the patch of the 75th Intelligence, Surveillance, and Reconnaissance Squadron.
Was just gonna say, yeah.
I mean, that is...
And you got death from above, and then you got death from way above.
And notice, like, the dragon scales behind it. Pretty cool.
Oh yeah, cool. I thought they were seagulls.
I guess, but...
You know what? Yeah.
yeah, I see how you got there, but no. We're changing the way targeting is done across the joint community when it comes to space and electromagnetic warfare. Fuck. When you're going faster than Mach Jesus. Okay.
I mean, it does make sense. Like when so much weaponry is based upon technology. Like if you take out their GPS, you're crippling your enemy from using some of the most devastating weapons. So it makes total sense. I'm surprised it's taken so long for this to happen, to be honest. Like, because if ISIS could use a handgun to shoot down an American satellite, they would have.
Yeah. The ISRS was activated on August 11th at the Peterson Space Force Base in Colorado. The unit is part of Space Delta 7, an element of the U.S. Space Force tasked with providing... Yeah.
Sounds so fucking cool.
I know.
It's even cooler than SEAL Team 6, isn't it? Space Delta 7. It's one better.
And they're all guardians. They're not seamen or soldiers or, whatever. SEALs, even, for God's sake. They're guardians. Where was I? An element of the U.S. Space Force tasked with providing intelligence on adversary space capabilities. It'll do things like...
Don't be racist. I am
a building.
Don't.
God
do love
damn
that
it.
It's a good one.
I think so.
I just, how often is in my head? Like today, Washing dishes, drying the cookware. I just do it for everything.
Steve Day for 405. It was totally Turkey Man.
It was Turkey Man, yeah.
You say if you want. There's no conclusive proof.
I will.
Let's see. Right, they're going to participate in target arrangement. Lieutenant Colonel. See, this is what I'm talking about. You'd think that these are like little space rovers that the fucking Space Force gets to fly around in or drive around on the moon. No, it's got nothing to do with nothing. They just jam it in the fucking middle of the article.
I don't see that doing very well as a rover Lunar rover. No, the wheels are too small. The ground clearance leaves a lot to be desired.
That's what you understand. You see the armatures and the structure here that are attaching the wheels? Those things go down and the wheels expand.
Nah, you're going to get caught on a rock or the lip of a crater.
Not when you're raised up off the ground and those things go down. They deploy.
Have to go to the fucking Chandrayaan 3 and they're like, how can we help you?
When you've got to call India for help, it's time to retool your Space Force.
But they're on the moon. You don't need to call India anymore. You just got to travel a little bit south and boom, you're there.
You make it sound like they're there.
They're there, darling.
They're there.
Lieutenant Colonel Travis Anderson, who leads the squadron, said that in a Space Force statement that the idea of a dedicated space targeting unit has been years in the making. Today is a monumental time in the history of our service. The idea of this unit began 4 years ago on paper and has probably been in the minds of several U.S. Air Force intelligence officers even longer. Shit. I'm reading about it. Historic earliest days of the U.S. Space Force. Master Sergeant Desiree Caribra, 75th ISRS Officers, Operations Superintendent. Keep going. More words.
God, yes!
Said the new unit will revolutionize the targeting capabilities, not just the Space Force, but the entire U.S. military. We are not only standing up for the sole targeting squadron of the U.S. Space Force, we are also changing the way targeting is done across the Joint Committee when it comes to space and electromagnetic warfare. I'm Desiree, and I'm here to target whatever you need me to.
Master Sergeant.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wet. I'm not just wet, I'm space wet.
These aren't limited to just America's adversaries. U.S. Space Force has conducted multiple training exercises to practice on its own live-fire satellite jamming and simulated on-orbit combat training for Ukraine. Wait, what?
Yes!
But
orbit combat training. Yes! Oh my God. What a time to be alive. So cool.
What a time for Ukraine to have been invaded would be a better point.
I know.
Oh, could you? Don't we have dinner with the Johnsons tonight? No, I'm sorry, I can't go to that one, honey. I'm on my simulation on orbit combat training tonight. She's like, oh, are you? Maybe I'll stay at home too. Do some training of my own, darling. He married an English woman, you know. He's a master sergeant. He's gone up in the world.
Oh, yeah. A little more global now. Speaking of
on-orbit combat, my God, like that's 3 words that... I mean, combat's the coolest word out of that, followed by orbit, and then on. But you put them all together, and shit me, that's so cool.
It is very cool.
The thing
Talk
that...
about a band name.
Well,
on-orbit combat. Yes!
Orbital combat. They keep talking about targeting capabilities, and I certainly agree. And that provides a fuck ton of capabilities and intelligence gathering, both at the same time in a lot of cases. There's like, how many times is it going to be like, okay, we have the capability of striking, like physically striking at a target, but we need to know like extremely precisely where the target is. And we don't know that because it's certainly over the horizon and it's not direct line of sight targeting. And say, well, it's okay, Ukraine. Don't worry. We'll fill you in with hyper-precise GPS coordinates that are not subject to drift or fucking solar flares or fucking atmospheric distortion in any kind of way. And we'll be able to send you all the correction solutions in real time. Is that what billions of dollars of American taxpayer money are going towards in our defense budget? supporting Ukraine with its fucking seemingly endless fucking war with an inevitable outcome as soon as we decide not to lend ever more aid to it. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
It's
I
like, why don't
see
you
it.
just tell us what the precise targets are to hit for, Russian military command? It's only a piece of
I think it's
information
more
away.
I think it's more financial targets they're aiming for, Polly.
I think he's right.
What makes you think that they want to end the war, Polly? Why would they strike at Russian military command? They've got more money flowing into that country than the Bidens ever kept going with, than criminals worldwide ever kept going with money laundering. Boom, back to it. Oh, shit,
Or it's
that's not
just
it.
wholesale too profitable.
Yeah.
Well,
Especially
that,
when
I
it's like,
think, is
it
gonna
makes it like
be,
Zelensky's in any kind of danger whatsoever,
Ukraine is going to be a huge platform for the Dems in 2024. The
yeah.
worst thing that could happen for them right now is that the war ends.
Yep.
I agree. Boom. Airline passenger reportedly mistakes her pepper spray for hand lotion. Forces emergency landing.
Oh my
Nice.
god! Oh wow! No, you fool! How?
Yeah. Stupidity
How?
and incompetence mixed together into a...
I mean, how was that even allowed on the plane?
The pepper spray is a good question. All they talked about is the forced landing. They didn't talk about how she ended up getting the pepper spray on board. I don't even really... Oh, I almost took it for hand lotion. You were fucking around with it, weren't you? Weren't you?
I mean, thank fuck it didn't go the other way. Like she's walking home in Chicago, and there's an assailant in front of her. Hey, give me your pulse. And then she sprays fucking hand lotion in his eyes.
Right.
I feel so moisturized.
Yeah.
Nah, of course she was fucking around with it. They don't even look like the same thing.
No, not even close.
yeah.
Well, then again, neither do guns and tasers, but that didn't
What?
stop a woman from shooting someone and claiming it was the taser.
True that.
All they want to talk about is, Flight 1680 was diverted to Jacksonville. Claims she accidentally deployed the noxious chemical after mistaking it for hand lotion or a sanitizer. Wait a minute. Were you trying to moisturize your hands or sanitize them? Whatever.
By any chance, was she filming a TikTok at the time?
Well, you know what? All of these posts are on TikTok and Reddit. So something, what happens if I squirt this? It'll be hilarious. Everyone will start choking and coughing. A woman eventually admitted to using pepper spray, but it was only an accident.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
After a touchdown in Jacksonville, the woman, along with her partner and teenage son, were reportedly escorted off the aircraft. Other commentators on the post who claimed they were aboard at the time that the pepper spray was no accident, and the family who deployed the spray had been aiming it for a different family across the aisle.
Okay. Oh, see, now we're getting down to it. Okay.
Police gathered statements, and EMTs, paramedics treated people who were affected by the spray. Passengers were forced to wait in Jacksonville for 4 hours before they eventually taken to New York's airport on a different aircraft. The TSA forbids pepper spray on flights. It's unclear how the family was able to bring it on board the plane undetected. There you go.
Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
No, it's not. Trying to spray a family. You know what? I believe that more than you weren't clear as to what it was. I was trying to squirt something on my hands. What?
Yeah, she just doesn't want to get
Moisturizer?
banned.
Yeah. Commander Shellshock, thank you for the $11 and the Marine Otters. Damn, people, it's because of the influx of funds going overseas that we can't afford enough cute little otter-sized rifles. They're not cute, damn it. We're soldiers. That's why they're not more intimidating. They're not armed.
Yeah, they're also rolled up and stuck in between their cabinet and their bed.
See? That's the kind
Fair.
of thing that keeps people from fearing the otters and continuing just going, oh. It's not funny, damn it.
Sorry, no, it's not. No, it's very.
Wait
serious,
till
very
you
serious.
wake up like this. You'll know
I
the
don't think I
harrowing
will.
pain.
I don't think I got a bigger chance of mistaking pepper spray for moisturizer than ending up like that.
Hey, Sin, isn't it adorable when you grow up in Australia what you think handguns look like?
I mean, it's close enough. I
It
like
is.
the magazine with the cylinder, but
It's fine.
You know it's a gun. Leave her alone.
It's jokes. Relax. It's fine. It's fine. Have you ever been so drunk
Yes.
that you
Yeah.
crashed your car,
No.
walked home, woke up the next day, and had no memory of any of that?
Nope.
I know. Me neither. I don't think most people have. Well, this guy did.
Oh.
SUV pulled from a river after a year when a drunk
Oh.
man drove it into the water.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
No, I know it was stolen, officer. It wasn't, Steve.
An SUV missing for months was recovered and pulled from the Snake River in Idaho. The aquatic rescue team of the sheriff's office found the GMC Envoy under the water near the Veterans War Memorial on Memorial Drive shortly before noon. A guy looking for crayfish, crawfish, crawdaddies, mini lobsters, things I haven't had in a while. Found a license plate on the SUV in an area about a week ago. He contacted us and we set up a dive today. Okay. All right. So you found an SUV and you pulled it out of the water. Okay. Lashner says the officers learned of an intoxicated man who drove the SUV into the river about a year ago. He was able to get out of the water and walk home, but the next morning, the man and his wife realized their vehicle was missing. Its whereabouts have remained a mystery until now. He actually forgot.
You wouldn't find me going anywhere near a place called Snake River.
Even if you were drunk?
SUV or not. No, especially if I was drunk. Because people would be like, no, it's just called that because of its shape. I don't give a shit.
I love the story. Like, 'cause I thought, did this man just lie to his wife?
I think he might have.
Yeah, where's the SUV? What do you mean? Well, it's not in the driveway. You drove it last night, didn't you? Yeah.
What SUV? We don't have an SUV.
Yeah, it must be gone. Kids stole it, I guess. I don't know. And so they report it missing. And then they find out a year later, this guy actually was drunk and just drove it into the river and walked the fuck home. He almost got away with it, this fucking guy.
If it weren't for those pesky meddling crayfish.
Yeah. That story kills me. I love the idea of a guy who nearly got away with that bad of a drunk accident. Okay, so this is for you. I'm not sure why, but it is. Hero FedEx driver kills rattlesnake on woman's porch. I hope you didn't have a pet.
I don't know why this is for me either.
Yeah, I know. Because you got a Amazon package. Yeah, so anyway, look. Here's
because he's right, FedEx driver. Okay, I missed that bit. Right, fair enough.
Yeah. So here's dude, right?
Yeah.
See the snake? It was just kind of like slithering by. Here, we'll watch again. Come on, let's go. There you go. See the snake?
Why did you just stomp on it?
And then, well, he kind of sort of does. He's just kind of snaking by as it does. Then boom. And you'll see guy, and he'll go, holy shit. Because he's just writing his little package report, right? And as he said, he goes, oh shit. Fucking there's a snake.
There was no panic in him at all right there. Like there was no jumping back or anything. That was just, oh, hello.
Yeah, none at all. Because he keeps going here. And he's like, what's he doing back there? Well, he's done the deed now. With the shovel, he did what he needed to do. And now he's carrying the fucking thing away with a rake.
What gentleman?
Yeah. People are like, well, that's pretty bossy, man. And like, so he just tosses it away. But I love the message so much because he's just notifying the lady that I dropped your package off, right? And this message says, I hope you didn't have a pet rattlesnake at your front door because I killed him. Sorry about the blood.
Oh my God, thank
you. Sorry about the blood. And yeah, it really is a pretty big old one, coiled up in the corner there.
Big old snake.
Yeah. Do people have pet rattlesnakes?
I'm sure a couple of people do.
Shovel's
Not
a great
for me,
snake killing
I'm
weapon.
sure
I agree, X Bubba
somebody
Hotep.
does.
Like it's not like launching at you, and it's kind of far down there. You get a good distance from it, and you can just and there's its head, gone. As long as you're not shaky, you're pretty.
I'm sure somebody has it.
Oh yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a Indian thing. I know that's cobras. That's cobras.
Yeah. Yeah, notice the man didn't even jump back or get shaky at all. He was solid the whole fucking time.
The only reaction was the subtitles. Just oh,
Yeah.
hello,
Hello. It's
hello.
moving along. Wealthy dentist who killed his wife while on safari sentenced to life in prison.
Nice.
It was close to being the perfect crime.
Prosecutors say Larry Rudolph,
Close.
68, shot his wife in the heart with a shotgun on the last day of their African safari. So,
You shoot someone in the heart with a shotgun.
well, he was trying to, they claim, to set it up that she shot herself while trying to put her shotgun away. And so, had it pointed at her chest, and boom! And it was like, oh my God! Was his claim.
I mean, just get a good divorce lawyer, dude.
He said while on the stand, and I quote, I did not kill my wife. I could not murder my wife. I would not murder my
I did
wife.
not hit her.
I know.
I did not.
How much is it? I could not kill my wife, Mark. I did not murder my wife, Mark. The PVC said when he took the stand, according to CNN, in June, his girlfriend, Lori Million, was sentenced to 17 years in prison after she was found guilty of being an accessory after the fact to the murder, obstruction of justice, and 2 counts of perjury based on her testimony before a grand jury. Holy shit, they got his girlfriend too. Lori,
She was in on it.
well, she encouraged him to kill his wife. She told him to divorce his wife. When he said he couldn't afford to do that, Million responded by helping Rudolph procure propofol, a lethal anesthetic drug that could be used as a poison. The very same thing that killed Michael Jackson, by the way. Before he took the trip where he did what he wanted, to get rid of Bianca, prosecutors said. Although the crime occurred overseas, it was nailed them all within the region where all the insurance was going down. So this guy not only got life in prison, he got a multi-million-dollar penalty of just over $15 million because he procured $4.5 million in life insurance off of her death. Like, not only can you get rid of your wife, you can get paid, and then we can get married. It'll be great. But, you know.
They'll never suspect a thing.
Yeah, that's Dennis Rader. Oklahoma authorities named the BK killer as the prime suspect in at least 2 unsolved cases. Still, huh?
He looks like he did it.
Yeah, he admitted it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, he looks like a pug dog.
Yeah. The thing that stands
No,
out.
Grumpy cat. He's Grumpy cat.
Holy shit, he is Grumpy Cat. Good call. Good fucking call. It's just the thing that stands out for us about this particular serial killer for Farr and I is that he took a job as a local ordnance officer. You know, the guy, your hedge is out too far or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You can't have goldfish on your lawn or whatever.
Well, you can.
Well, so whatever. Like, this was one of those guys that got to be armed and go around and be the ultimate, one level above a mall cop, but not by much. And he would put pressure on. Yeah. Then you put pressure on people, especially this woman. He killed her dog.
Damn.
He's like, the only reason that you need a dog is, it's because your boyfriend says you do. If you got rid of that guy, everything would be better. Can you imagine like a local ordinance officer telling you shit like that? And he kept coming up with reasons that she should get rid of her man. Like over a year, this guy would come by like once or twice a week to harass her. And eventually like had her dog grabbed and put down at a kennel because the dog had repeatedly, according to him, been like off its property and threatening neighbors, which it never had. It was like, just like, that's cruel, man. I mean, sure, the rape, binding, and torture and murder of women is of course very cruel as well.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, that goes without saying, though,
Yeah.
Polly. That's the,
so anyway, that's Dennis Rader. He was quite the character, and he had gotten away with it too. He actually had. He had gotten away with all of his murders and lied low for years until somebody wrote a book about all of his murders, and he got jealous that this person was getting all of this notoriety off of his murders, so he started writing letters to the police saying, no, it was me and I'm still out there, mwahaha, and here's proof, whole bunch of documentary proof that, like, I'm the man, ha ha ha, on a thumb drive that he had sent to them, thinking that the thumb drive was clean before he ever sent it, which it wasn't. They just looked at the deleted files on there. They're immediately able to track it back to him.
Jeez.
You moron. You had literally gotten away with all of those fucking murders and tortures you had committed until somebody guy who wrote a book started getting on your nerves. Wow. So yeah, and this guy could have just, you went all the way to Africa to murder a woman. Holy fuck. So yeah, he anesthetized her and shot her 80 miles away from where the nearest police station was. So thought he would be able to get away with it on that basis, but no dice. Kind of shitty. Now, I know this is going to shock you guys. I want you to be calm. Be ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
X-ray analysis of Pompeii victims' bones suggests they suffocated to death from a volcano.
Wow.
A volcano.
So you mean the fumes killed them?
What everyone
Ash.
suspected right up until now. Yes.
How are there even any bones?
There aren't.
They're mummified.
But no, they're not, because that was they poured plaster into the perfectly preserved molds
He's right.
that were left behind, which is how we've got these visages. But like, even if they suffocated to death from the ash or the fumes or something, they still got consumed by lava following it. So how are there even any bones?
No, there weren't any bones. Well, I mean, there were bones, but
It says there's bones. It says
there
what
were
bones is.
the fragments thereof. Relax, it's fine. And
I will not.
And I will not. And they did get consumed by lava. There was no lava that flowed over Pompeii. What are you talking about?
Was there not?
No, it was the whatever they
I
call
don't
it.
know. I wasn't there. What do I know?
Why are you stating with authority? Well, they certainly died after the anyway.
Because it's a fucking volcano. You just assume there's going to be lava, don't you?
No, it was what do they call them? The whatever plastic blast. That's what killed them. The
I
superheated.
think plastic didn't exist back then, mate.
I don't think so.
You bastards. I said, or whatever it's called. I don't know the word. Hydrostatic plastic superheated gas that flies down the side of a fucking mountain when a volcano fucking erupts and it kills everything in its fucking path. That thing, whatever the fuck
it's
it's
not
called.
plastic again. It's lava. Yeah, that's what it is, Sin. It's lava.
Okay, there's Jaeger
apparently
Bunny.
there wasn't any.
Pyroclastic. Okay, get off my case. Pyroclastic.
There wasn't any lava in this particular volcano, Sin. It was just a splody mountain.
Plastic.
Splody
It's clearly
mountain.
plastic.
I like that term better. The research team used a portable X-ray device, X-ray fluorescence, to determine the elemental composition of the Pompeii victims' bones, as well as the plaster used to make the casts of the victims' death poses. The research was published today. This could create a protocol to be carried out on more Pompeii casts that were used to find in the different Pompeii areas, and we could confirm, apparently, that they were all killed by the volcano that everybody had assumed anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it's
I
confirmation
see.
or something. Oh, there's the word right there. Pyroclastic. Plastic. When Vesuvius erupted, it produced plastic flows, fast-moving accumulations of ash, gas, and lava that buried the town below. Individuals that had been taking shelter from the volcano's preliminary outburst, a hellish rain of pumice and ash, and were buried under feet of ash carried by the superheated flows. When their bones suffered the effects of high temperatures caused by the plastic waves and magma currents, the victims had already...
Oh, so there was magma. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it didn't say it flowed over top of them, asshole.
Well, but they're still. I mean, it says currents. When their bones suffered the effects caused by the ... magma currents, so it kind of suggests that it did, Polly.
This is a strange thing for you to fixate on.
Well, don't say that.
It
out.
is.
Could you imagine, right, being one of the people? Because like, obviously they would have died anyway; they'd be dead by now. But imagine, like, you sat up there, you sat on a cloud, strumming your harp, and you got your gay little fucking angel wings, right? But you keep looking down on everyone, going, "Ah, I wish they'd fucking stop looking at that plaster cast of my dead body."
Actually,
It's like being tagged in a bad.
I straight up
fucking
hear you because
Facebook photo.
this is one of the better ones. The ones where the people are like on their knees going, "Ah!" Like those are the bad ones where it's like, oh man, that is just not cool. There's
the one of the guy with his dick in his hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm about to die. I'm gonna, crank one out.
Oh
For the
my
last
god.
time.
I wonder if he
And-
finished.
I mean, he's very finished. Preserved for thousands of years like that. Like I bet he's sat there. Everyone's going, look at Dick Hand over here. He's like, gosh, nothing. It's meant to be paradise. Why are you being mean?
Maybe he was aiming it. You don't know.
Paradise doesn't
Well, he was
absolve you
trying to-
of your choices.
In any case, okay. Now, like,
This one's
this
peaceful,
guy
anyway,
who was
so.
jailed for the attempted rape of a boy, I have never seen a better mugshot in my fucking life.
I think that's. And the police said, I don't know, we just found him like that.
There isn't a single reference in this whole story as to why he looks like that, but do you really need an answer?
I mean, we know. He fell over quite a lot.
And this guy got 10.5 years for the attempted rape of a boy that he was like undoubtedly like it was a open and shut case. And so this guy, man, this is an opening salvo of what you're going to receive over the next 10.5 years in jail, my friend. Have a good
But have-
time. You fuck.
Have you seen his? Have you seen his name?
Yeah, I was hoping not to go there. But
Yeah.
I guess you want to. Christian Anus is the man's name.
Yeah.
Anus is probably how you say his name, but
Should have known. Should have known. You know, like if someone moves into your neighborhood and his name is like butthole slammer, like, just be wary around him. You know.
he's subject to an indefinite sexual harm prevention order. This guy is in for a well-deserved rest of his life of hell, basically. Good, you fuck. Like I said, I have never seen a fucking mugshot I've enjoyed as much as that, and the complete
It's
lack of any
delightful,
attempt
isn't
to
it?
explain why he looks like that.
I don't think there is a need to explain.
Not at
Polly.
all.
I think we all know what happened, and we're all right.
I think the headline is explanation enough.
Yep. Which I like you said. Why does he look like that? Look like what? What do you mean?
Right, it looks fine to me.
Yeah, the arresting
Normal.
officers were like, no, I just, hey, did you find him like
Look at
that?
him.
Yeah.
Covered with all those consequences.
Uh-huh. So I was looking into something else to do about Howard University, and I was like, gee, I wonder what the crimes around Howard are like. And I looked into over the past month. Holy shit! Just any random like couple of month period, just look at what's going on at Howard University over the past couple of months, and it's like a spate of crimes. It's great, and by great I mean you got to be fucking kidding me.
Where would Howard be?
It is dead in the northwest of Washington D.C.
Okay, right. I follow your train of thought now.
I was prepared to die. Howard University students attacked by large group. A victim in the attack on Howard's University campus described the aggressors as, quote, a bunch of DC locals, end quote. That's all they say throughout the entire article.
Interesting.
From NBC Washington. It's like you didn't think to describe any of these people. You know, if there was one person that they wanted, were okay with describing, they would have. And I think you know what I'm saying. A bunch of DC locals attacked you as a large group. People were stabbed repeatedly. There was maybe like 5, 10, 21 victims said. One lunges at me, so I square up.
Wow.
They just started kicking us, punching us. Another victim said we were getting jumped. Those 2 students escaped, but a few of their friends got left behind, and one was stabbed. He got stabbed in the back, and he got
Jesus.
just beat on by like 30 people. Him by himself, and the security looked on at him on the ground, watched his body go limp, and they just walked away. They didn't call anybody, didn't do anything. Howard University security, the third-party security that are consistently getting arrested for violent events themselves on campus, they just walked away. That's shocking. Shocking.
Is this a money laundering scheme?
Howard U?
Mhm.
It's a money laundering scheme in the way that Ukraine taking money from the U.S. is a money laundering scheme where they take all sorts of
Yeah.
federal funding, and the school is substandard in every way that it can be. Felicia Rashad, Dr. Mrs. Cliff Huxtable, she's the dean of
Yeah.
their fine arts department. Does she have any qualifications for that? No, none.
So is it Howard you or Hunter you?
Howard.
Oh, see.
It could be.
It was
It could be a prime school. There's no reason it couldn't be.
I
There
know.
are other schools in DC. There's, DCU, there's GWU, there's Georgetown. The list goes on and on and on. You could be one of them, but they don't. And it's because of how they want to run it exclusively. You know who else is stationed there as a tenure track professor right out of nowhere? The author of the 1619 Project. Of course.
What's that? How would I have known that? Is
Oh,
that a genuine question?
what's that shit? Well, okay, we can't get into that. It's something really shitty that's really bothersome that would take me like another hour of bitching to explain.
Ah, no, yeah, I know it. Don't worry.
Okay, good. She was offered a tenure track position at Chapel Hill, University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Incredible institution. Holy fuck. And she got mad and upset that it wasn't a tenure position. Like, you offer me a tenure track position? It's like, are you kidding me? There's people that would knock fucking grandmas and punch infants to get that job. I'm one of them. Are you fucking kidding me? And you're fucking angry as fuck. She takes to social media and whines and complains. You're not offering me tenure. So the faculty went back and discussed it, and a day later came back with a tenure offer, and so did Howard University. And she says, fuck you, and goes to Howard. And everyone's like, oh, good for her. What do you mean good for her? She threatened them on social media into giving her a position that nobody gets. You get tenure out of nowhere. Well, she did. Why? Well, because she wrote the 1619 Project, and they're afraid they were being called racist. So they capitulated, and she didn't take the fucking job anyway. Instead went to clown school. Now, is it fair to call Howard clown school? By what you guys have made of it? Yes. Yes, it is. The chief announced a series of actions, including an internal and external investigation. A university police lieutenant has been suspended during the internal investigation. A third-party security contractor has been removed from campus. Why? The story doesn't say. What do you mean you've removed a security contractor and you've suspended a lieutenant of your own security service? Why? Are they suspected as being part of it? Well, they're not saying, but you would guess so. Well, that's fucking crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
Sounds a bit suspicious. Sure.
You want to hear suspicious? 14-year-old boy charged in Howard campus homicide doesn't fit the profile of a murder suspect. That's all you have to say?
Huh.
He doesn't fit the profile? You're not worried about the murder? Well, whatever. As long as, hey, listen. A 14-year-old boy charged with killing a construction worker on Howard University's campus doesn't fit the profile of the repeat offenders district leaders have told the public are responsible for much of the deadly violence that is plaguing the city. Here's the series of events. You ready for this? It's a good time. It started at 4:10 a.m. on the 1100 block, West Street Southeast, with an armed carjacking. 5 minutes later came a second armed carjacking. An hour and a half later, the four suspects were caught on video committing an armed robbery. Minutes later, the suspects got in a fight with Gomez, and he was murdered. Fuck. Two armed carjackings, an armed robbery, and then a murder.
Yeah. It's all happening.
And NBC Washington is reporting what? Well, he doesn't fit the profile. Did it happen on your campus? Yeah. You don't think that's the story? Or at least the most important part of it, or a important part of it, even? No, it's the profile thing. All right. Shadow Closet, don't be suspicious. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm making too much out of this. That any time of the year you can go look at Howard U. And I can't emphasize enough. It doesn't fucking need to be like this. Every time something goes wrong, that last fucking thing, I love this so much. What's their response? The university plans to install more than 1,000 cameras. Oh! Well then. We all know criminals are afraid of committing crimes in front of cameras. That'll clean the shit right up, won't it?
They plan on doing it as well. So yeah, we're talking about it.
You know, Howard University has a.
About it.
I know it's. Is it actually going to come to fruition though? Are you going to put up those cameras? If they put up one, they'll say, "Yeah, well, good enough," and then complain that the school isn't funded and other schools are funded better than us, and it's because we're an HBCU. No, it's not.
It's just for them to say, like, oh, look, we are doing something about it. Well, not doing anything.
Yeah. No, the amount of, maybe you should stop spending hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars per celebrity professor just to say that you have them when they're completely unqualified for their jobs. How about that? Start there.
Start there.
How many quality grad schools have you sent your bachelor degree people off to, because it's a prime thing to say, oh, we're a small liberal arts college. Okay. Are you supplying grad students to major institutions? And I'm going, fuck yeah, we are. And it's like, okay, so all of a sudden you're respectable. It's like, well, yeah, because we produce people that are getting into great schools because we produce quality, you get a quality education. Okay, what about Howard? No. Ouch.
Frankie Della in the chat says, poor Morticia. Do you know, I've got to say, when they say, yeah, Gomez was murdered, that is exactly the first thing I thought as well. Like, well, Gomez Adams? Surely not. They're unkillable, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Oh, shit. Come on.
Sinatra's internet crapped out.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw
see
okay,
that.
cool.
Going over here.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
C. Thomas, thanks for $2. Sounds like he was a didn't do. Looking forward to Joy Reid behind herself, retarded to justify these clown shows. Yeah, that's a much saltier way of saying it doesn't need to be like this. Yep. I would not want to be an elected leader in the district. Because they're saying, like, you know, there's recidivist criminals that are responsible for a large amount of this. As soon as somebody who commits a crime that isn't a recidivist, they say, well, see, it's not just recidivists. I didn't say that it was. I said it was largely those that are responsible. You can't do anything to fix anything because town council is just not set up for it. They don't want to hear solutions. They want to hear nothing's wrong. Why do white supremacy do this? That's what they want to hear. That will fucking play. Fucking tragic. It could be a good university. But look at the time. It's time for the titular article, Drunkle.
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
Gamerfully, thank you for the 350. Pretty sure Sam would make fun of the Howard website like he did for that historic church I showed you. Yeah, Sam goes hard in the paint on websites that look like they were designed for a 56K modem. And they, oh my God, look at this. It was designed on like C++ original. Back. Let's jump over. Boom! Man who attacked BLM protesters with a bladed glove is found guilty of attempted murder.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Which is why today's show is sponsored by the phrasing, fat, gray, old man Logan is off to jail.
That looks like the kind of fish you would only find in like under very, very deep pressure.
This guy is
that's
just
fucking
something else. A
hell.
Queens man who was convicted of attempted murder and other charges for chasing Black Lives Matter demonstrators with a bladed glove in June of 2020, according to the press release from the Queens County District Judge. And his name is Frank Cavalluzzi, 57. He's captured on camera yelling, "I will kill you!" at a group of protesters while chasing them and waving a glove serrated blades that he was wearing. He later tried to run them over with his SUV. Want to see the video?
It's pretty damning, isn't it?
It really is. The video is fucking something else. Here he is. Can you hear it, Drunkle?
No.
Okay, don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll just tell you what's been said. Okay, that is him just driving up and stopping. And he's about to get out and full old man Logan this. The first thing they yell out is, "Call the police." Wait a minute.
What, BLM?
Yeah.
No way.
He hasn't even gotten out of the car yet. Call the police. Holy shit. Just listen for it, Jay. You'll hear it. As soon as he stops, call the police. And and then here he is. Look at him.
Oh, man,
Look at
he's
him with
ready
the
to go. Look at that thing. That's like Freddy Krueger's wet dream.
He must have had the thing right there. It didn't take him very long at all. He said Darren O'Dell snicked. Exactly.
That thing's insane.
What the fuck even is that thing, man? Like you said, Freddy Krueger's wet dream didn't even occur to me, but yeah, Freddy has nightmares about this guy's glove, man. Holy shit!
Right.
And he's, "I'll get you! Come here, you fucking kids!"
They were chasing after him. Oh, why? Don't stand up to him, man. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, that guy's something else.
There is no shame from like running away with a guy that has a quadruple serrated blade hand.
Yeah, that's original Razor Fist. This man.
Why would you square up to? Yeah, come on then. That'd be the last thing you ever say, mate.
These people got some
That's
sense.
more like
yeah,
That's more like it.
they're running from him with an
yeah.
SUV. Like, but really, that bladed punch of death glove. What?
I'd rather take on an SUV than the glove.
Yeah, I just want to watch him come around the corner one more time, or come around the side of his vehicle.
Call the police.
Call the police. There he is. You fucker.
Hey, ready. Yeah, he must have been driving with that glove on, which has got to be difficult.
That's like the action hero pose. If it wasn't for the muffin top he's rocking there.
Even they took into account like the state of the interior of his car when it came to evidence. Like, were you wearing the glove while you were driving, sir? No, I wasn't. Care to explain all these scratches on the inside of your windscreen? No, I do not.
I'll have you know I lost my hand in the war. This is my prosthetic device. Holy shit.
Like an actual T1000.
I love how the story is completely made of, look at that guy's absolute glove, man. It's great.
I mean, you often hear like, oh, you brought a knife to a gunfight. No. No, I did 4 times better than I brought 4 knives to a gunfight. That will fuck you up.
Yeah. You get somebody on the ground and just, yeah, man. Talon Falcon punch.
Yeah. That's correct. But I mean, look at the guy in white right there with his, I don't know why he's wearing a belt. Watch him square up to him and say,
the low pants
thing.
Yeah.
Look, he goes
tight
after
pants.
him.
Yeah. I don't think he saw it, and when he did, you see his hand come up, where he's like, "Whoa, bro!" Like you see his hand up, like, "Hey, listen, I don't want beef. I don't want."
He's still fucking Where's your mask?
Yeah, people are stupidly brave for dumbass reasons, no question.
Oh yeah.
Have you noticed these little things
no
down here, where like yeah, that's not an X to close the window. That's to send it out on Twitter. Fuck.
Oh,
yeah. Great.
There's no shame in running from someone when they got a knife. There's definitely no shame in running from someone when they've got a hand made of knives.
Agreed. Yeah, if
get the fuck out of there.
I noticed our reaction when we thought that these people were running from him with the bladed glove, and it's like, no, they're running from the SUV. We're like, see, these people are smart, and it's no, unfortunately, they weren't. They weren't the smart ones.
Well, they were running from an SUV. I'm just glad people. I mean, no one was hurt, presumably, so that's good news. Say what you want about a BLM protest. It is their right to do so, but it is not his right to put other people's lives in danger. And that is, I mean, even putting that glove on is an act of premeditation. Like, even owning that glove, what is it for besides fucking people up? You can't say as I was using it to chop down a tree. It just happened to be in my glove box.
Right. I mean, attempted murder. I guess. I
mean, having it is an act of premeditation. Wearing it is fucking buying it is probably an act.
Do you think he bought it? I thought he made it.
That actually, yeah, you're probably right. I mean, well, making it, that's even worse. He's probably sat there like fucking welding this shit together. Fucking BLM.
Well, you don't know if he made it for BLM. He could have made it for his in-laws, for all you know.
I don't know, man.
I'm not going out like Death Cap Lady. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to take personal responsibility.
Mason Cornish suggests it was for haircuts. Fucking close trim, mate.
All right, there it is. Oh, I have a couple of questions while we round this fucker up. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, chat. If you have any questions for, Drunkle or Sinatra, if he's still hanging around in chat, which I have no doubt he's still listening in, by all means, fire away. And Patio Furniture came in. Glad to see you. Got here a few minutes late, but that's fine. That's fine. So did Sinatra. Okay. It's probably one of those edgy.
So
mall
did you.
gloves. What we?
I was. The
I
only
was
one
here on
time.
time, fucker. No, that's not
You
true.
were not. You were not.
Like, do you, really?
Yes, because I was here.
I
I
can
was
say-
here from.
You were here before. You were here before me. Was I here before?
I was here before
Hold
both
on,
of you.
hold on. You were here before me. Was I here before start time? The answer is yes. Right?
No, you were not.
You motherfucker. Am I gonna have to start taking fucking
you were
screenshots
not.
with the time in it now?
You can do so. I'll still say you were not. You started the stream music at 1:30. Well, actually, a little bit 1:30. But you weren't even.
And then kept waiting
Discord
and waiting for
at
what?
1:30.
Sinatra to show up, and he didn't. I said, "Well, we're
Well,
gonna."
don't blame,
and I said, "You know what?
on someone else.
Oh, you motherfucker! If I could reach through this fucking mic right now, son of a bitch."
I have
You-
not been late in maybe 4 weeks now, and that makes me better than you.
All right. It's
All of my lateness, tardiness, and dare I say, it, absences have all been forgiven because I've been consistently on time for 4 weeks.
well, Gary
That's
Valina and
how
I
it
are
works.
just fucking lying. And
I've been
and there is nothing as what noble as self-absolution. Well done, Drunkle.
Thank you. I mean, I'd already said it to myself, but
So, all right. Do you? How's the fucking gameage going? Do you